Yisa. Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. Nobody can tell me I'm late anymore. I'm always on time now. I'm always here on motherfucking time. You cannot say I'm not late. I'm not late. I'm always on time now. I'm Madgie, the early owl. I'm Madgie, the here on time owl. That's my name now. Okay, thank you. Hello, Buzzball. Yeah, I'm the lady that's always on time. Always on time. So yeah, that's my name now. Hello, Polo. Hello, Gemma. Hello, Bluebella. Yes, I'm always on time. Nobody can tell me a damn thing anymore. Nobody can tell me a damn thing anymore. I'm always on time. Jesus. Okay, wait. I was tagged by Lady T. I get tagged all the time by Lady T, but that time actually made me laugh out loud because I'm like, everything people will do to try to gaslight my ass. Hello, Rina. Hello, Sigrid. Hello, Spellcaster. Hello, Dorsey. Like the number of things people are gonna do to try to gaslight me. I'm like, for the love of God, you're okay with the word maggot being said about someone. That's cool with me. Okay? Why are you trying to convince me of anything? I am taking my respect back. I'm taking my humanity back. Okay? So, hello, dropping the tea. Why am I so dolled up? I'm always like that. Well, except when I don't put any makeup on, which will be back soon. Yes, save. Thank you. I do hope Trevor Green is gonna come back because I have other questions for him, and this time I will be more silent. I will let him speak, finish his thought process. Even though I agree or don't agree, I can say it after. So let's read that. Educational clarification on the term maggot. Like I said, there you go, Sigrid. The fact that people keep on trying to make it seem like it's okay for me to be called maggot is why I don't care about the black teeth. Like when I say I don't care about this sector, I think they're mentally not sound. Like, I'm gonna be so honest. Like, they're gonna talk about that word, that word. Oh my God, she said nappy hair. She said nappy hair. But God, me being like taking a stand and saying, oh yeah, me taking a stand and saying, hello, cat, and saying I'm not cool with being called maggot. Maggot. That's not the word maggot. Like maggot is dehumanizing, which is something I've always said. And I've said saying that word towards a black person is disgusting. Oh yeah, the meowing lady is back. Like that's why I said I read that. I was just laughing because that's what dropping the tea. So sorry, my love. That's what Snoopy Doo keeps on trying to do. I'm like, you cannot gaslight me into thinking that it's okay for me to be called maggot. Okay. I don't care about your opinion. Like, I don't even understand why Lady T is tagging me, but I had to say something because she keeps on tagging me. And I was like, listen, girl, I'm going to be so honest. I really don't care about you. I really think you are a shitty person. I don't think you're a good person. And the fact that I know, and the fact that you think it's okay for me to be called maggot is why I call Avengers pigs. You think I give a fuck? Like at this point, I have no respect for any of y'all. Like, do you realize that? Do you understand that? You don't need to write dissertation about why the words of the use of the word maggot is acceptable. Go kiss your mom without mouth and leave me the fuck alone. I don't care. I know it's unacceptable. I know black people lost their name during slavery, which is what I keep on saying. That it is the replacement of my name for maggot and acting as if it's actually my name. That's the racist part. But if you want to be idiot, be idiot. That is on par with the black tea sector. Like being idiot in the black tea sector, it goes hand in hand. So I don't see why like there is like that obsession now with trying to prove to me that I should accept that word. I am not going to accept that word. And if you believe that this word is acceptable, you don't get to tell me shit about Lacey. Like, I don't think there is something really complicated. Like, sincerely, guys, tell me, is it complicated what I'm saying? That if you are cool with me being called maggot, don't talk to me about Lacey. Because clearly for you, words don't matter. So if words don't matter to you, why would I care what you have to say? Like, I think like people really don't understand that I don't care that you think it's acceptable, because if you think you're acceptable, I already know you're a piece of shit. Like, you want me to lie to you? You want me to make it seem like you're not the piece of excrement that you are? If you find it okay to dehumanize me, I simply say, and I repeat, I don't give a fuck that you have any type of opinion with who I'm cool with. I'm gonna be bestie with Lacey if they continue like that, acting like fucking moronic bitch. Then there is like, no, they cannot gaslight me. I'm not a child. Like, that's why I keep on repeating that I am not a child. So you cannot gaslight a whole adult. You cannot make me believe that it's my fault that someone calls me maggot. You're not going to make me believe that it's acceptable for me to be called maggot. You're not going to make me believe that. So since I won't believe it, I don't care what you have to say, because obviously your thought process is not the best. So if I don't care, then what's the point in doing those whole speeches? But yo, do what you gotta do, man. It's like 82 also liked the comment from Snoopy, and I'm like, you're full of shit. Snoopy, there is 1,000 reasons why people call Snoopy racist, but you don't care. You don't give a fuck. So as always, the hypocrisy, the selective outrage, I don't care. Okay? Go be selectively outraged far away, far away from me. Okay? Far away from me. I'm not here to debate. I never claimed to make anyone be like, hey, believe what Lacey said. Oh, I'm going to fight for that. No, I'm simply saying this is where I stand. This is how I see it. And this is how I want to act with the situation. And I said that if anyone wants to have any type of conversation with me, they need to understand already from the beginning that their opinion don't matter to me if they are okay with me being called maggot. That is simple. Like, if you're cool with me being called maggot in your chat, being called maggot by other content creator, your opinion don't matter to me. Like, you have to understand this. It shouldn't be that hard. So I was like, actually, like, why is she tagging me in that long ass text? Like, normally she tags me in things that have everything to do with her. Like, she will tag me on when her and Sean Davy Way love each other, hate each other, love each other, hate each other. I don't talk about it. I just read the message and I'm like, okay. And I have nothing to say about it because I am not going to go back in her insanity with Sean Davy Way. El Trinity, we already talked about Sean Davy Way. We already said what we needed to say about him. Obviously, this is not a good man. Okay, this is not a good man, Savannah. Like, this is not a good man. Okay, like, there is nothing to say about that. This is not a good man. But her having that toxic type of relationship where she's trying desperately to have some type of contact with him, that is not my burden to bear. Okay, like, that is not at all my burden to bear. The only time I had that burden to bear was when I was her friend. The moment I'm not your friend, I don't need to take up for you. I don't need to create a storyline with Sean Davy Way and Lady. Like, that was never the point. Like, that's the thing. When I was talking with Trevor Green, there was so many things that was so funny, and that conversation with him, so many things that were hilarious. But one of the things that I realized, because when I saw the last video of him, and thank you, Lacey. Leave the snow roach and maggots alone, weirdos. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know why 82 sides with Snoopy. Like, he can do whatever the fuck he wants to do, but he needs to understand that he is hanging out with people that call me maggot. Therefore, his opinion don't matter to me. Like, on this subject, like, it cannot matter to me. Hello, Clarissa. So yeah, his opinion don't matter to me. Like, it really doesn't. It really doesn't. One of the things that people also don't understand with me, is that I am extremely honest with my chat. So when I'm irritated, I don't try to hide it. And there are people in my chat that come into my chat only to irritate me. And I don't like them. Like, when someone I know is only here to fucking irritate me, I'm like, why are you here? I will ask you why you're here. So yes, let's continue reading the message of Lady T, because clearly she wants my attention. Maggot is not ordinarily an anti-black racial slur. Yes, darling, but I am a black person and that slur is being used against me. But like I said, those people always try to minimize my black experience, because for them, I'm not black because I'm foreign. And when I say foreign, I mean I'm Canadian. So since like I said, the black tea sector is not known for their intelligence and their education and anything. They're not known for this. They're not known for, you know, critical thinking. That is not what they're known for. But as I keep on saying, I'm a black woman with towards that racial slur is being used. Therefore, it is racial to me because I'm a black woman. But I know the black tea sector, the brain of the people there, not working at all. Okay, not working at all. That's why I have a lot of distaste for them, because I'm like, I don't need to prove to you anything, because at the end of the day, you just want to be bad at me. So make me your villain in peace. Oh, what is your problem? Just do it. Like, stop crying. You don't need a reason. You can say that it rained and it's my fault. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, at this point. Like, at one point, I wanted to be in harmony with the black tea sector, because I've never felt that I was part of that sector. Like, I've never been part of that sector. Like, I'm not black tea. Hello, Golden. Hello, when Dove Cry. Like, I'm not part of that sector. Okay. But I did believe for 1 second that I could coexist. No, I don't need to. I don't need to. I don't need to coexist with them, because I don't think that they use their brain. I think they are a sector full of hypocrisy, full of stupidity, full of sadness, full of ridiculousness. And I hope they find Jesus. Hello, Spirit Girl. Like, I hope they find Jesus. But yeah, hello, Daisy. Like I was saying, I will do whatever the fuck I want to do. I've already said I'm not trying to convince anyone of anything. Like, why would I need to? I can do what I want, because literally all of them hang out with someone that is fucking weird. Like, talking to me about Lacey, but then not acknowledging all the way Snoopy is a weirdo. I know you're full of shit. Like, I know you're full of shit, because there is as many reasons I can say that Lacey is racist that I can say that Snoopy Doo is racist. In fact, there is more reason in recent year, because one of the big things that they like to do, and I keep on telling that, They keep on wanting to use what happened in the boxing sector, which was years ago with Lacey. I want to say that Snoopy, all the racist and weird shit that she does, that is happening. Oh, yes, the BTS sector is adjacent to the Jaguar Ride sector. Yes, it is. Like, what was I saying before this moment? Yes, Lacey, the thing that she did, that was a couple years back. What Snoopy was a couple of weeks back. Like, shut up. Okay, shut up. Like, you're bullshit. Like, you're full of shit. Get the fuck out of my face. Yo, she said to me as a black person, first of all, Snoopy, okay, good for you. Um, doesn't see perception. Hi, I'm from the boxing sector. Good for you. And as I will keep on saying, this boxing sector is a basura place. Okay, like people can tell me, oh, the boxing, like she's did, like Lacey, the Elo Star, Lacey did that in the boxing sector. I'm like, the boxing sector is a basura place. If you're judging Lexi, but you're not judging that other person, then get the fuck out of my face. I'm done with the hypocrisy. Okay, I'm done with the hypocrisy. I'm done. I'm gone. I'm wrong. That's how I feel about hypocrisy. You want to be hypocrite? Be do go to Dani. She loves it. Like, what's wrong with people? Go where you're wanted. You want to be hypocrite that only go after one person, but will look at the other person doing worse and be like, makes sense. There is literally here, 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 here is Dani. Go there, go there. Well, and the same way that I will say that they were racist action committed by both of them, or racially insensitive shit that were committed by both of them. Snoopy cannot stop doing weird ass shit, including trying to do a memorando to try to explain a memorando. How the fuck do we say that? Whatever. Okay. Trying to say that it's okay for me to be called maggot because it's not usually used as a. I'm like, I'm a black woman and you're calling me a maggot. Hello? 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 Like, that shouldn't be like the most mysterious shit that has ever happened on this world, okay? But like I said, because it's towards me, that's okay. And I'm here to say, I respect myself. You don't respect me, that's fine by me because I don't respect you. So please do so. Like Lady T, no respect. There are deep theological discussions that take place in the boxing sector. I bet they are. Like, I wouldn't know. I'm not from there. But all I can say is that there are also things that are being said that I'm like, what the fuck? Like, in the boxing sector, that's where Ben came from. That's where Phantom came from. Like, all those people came from there. And they all did weird shit. Jed came from. All those people are weird. And I keep on saying, the black tea sector is like the boxing sector found a beautiful place in the black tea sector because the black tea sector is a profoundly unserious place. Like, it's a profoundly unserious place. It's a profoundly hypocrite place. It's a place that people should be ashamed to be in. Sincerely. Me, I watch it as the train wreck that it is, but I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want to be part of that train wreck of a sector. A sector that will cannibalize themselves and are all emo-tapping about a god. I am not down. Yeah, yeah, Golden. Okay, like that should be simple. Like the answer, if people actually respected my humanity, would be Madgie, you know what? You shouldn't be called a maggot. But that's not the answer. The answer I receive from people is maggot is not ordinarily an anti black racial slur. American heritage define the slur. I'm not American, you piece of shit. Can you understand that? Okay, I know Lady T has not done a lot of, like, she's not the most educated bitch that you will ever find. But I repeat again, I am not American. Do research on other part of the country. Do an international research, which is literally what I did with Snoopy Doo and showed her the thing. And I keep on repeating already. Calling a black woman maggot and replacing her name from maggot. And when black people have a history of when they were taken from Africa to become slaves, people took their name of them. That's what is should be able to be understand even by the black tea sector. But the black tea sector is full of idiots. And people need to understand the black tea sector is really diverse. There are white people there are black people there are Spanish people there. Like we know that there are people that are not American there. The problem is the black tea sector. Because the black tea sector is also a basura place. It's a ridiculous place. So, and the same way I find Lady T to be profoundly dislikable and profoundly stupid, I found Snoopy to also be extremely stupid and extremely annoying. It doesn't identify black people as the target. You stupid bitch. I'm the black person being used as the target. But like I said, Lady T is not known for her intelligence or for having a brain. Uh, okay, okay, whatever. But yeah, Snoopy is also despicable and also stupid. But like I said, I'm not gonna be like if I am to be gaslight, it's not gonna be by stupid people. It's gonna be by at least a smart person. And Lady T is a bitch that literally gave me, and I'm not a man. I'm just a random bitch on the internet. Lady T gave me at least $600 just for attention, just because she's that desperate. Can we imagine how much she gave to the other guy? She gave me $600 in 3 weeks. So no, I'm not taking you seriously, girl. The fuck? Guys, please leave When Dove Cry alone. When Dove Cry is here for a while. I don't know if they're part of Scooby Doo or not, but be nice. Thank you. Yeah, it's insane, right? So that type of person, you think that type of person makes sense to me? Like someone that literally on the same day can go from loving Sean Davy Way, hating Sean Davy Way, loving Sean Davy Way, hating Sean Davy Way, loving Sean Davy Way, hating Sean Davy Way. But when Dove cry, I am defending you, but leave Golden alone, okay? Thank you. Okay, so yeah. I wanted to answer her because that was hilarious to me. Like that was actually hilarious to me to see her doing that whole thing, and I was like, at least I may be the thing that bring them together, like her and Snoopy do. I can bring them together, like, and their hatred of me, and the fact that they want to justify calling a black woman maggot. Like I want them to go and actually go to a black space that is not the black tea sector. Like I said, the black tea sector is somewhere that is shameful to be. Like it's a shameful sector. Okay. But go to an actual another black sector, any black sector, go to Christian rock sector, say go anywhere and ask them, hey, is it acceptable to call a black woman a maggot? Call Christian rock a maggot just to see what's up. Hello, Deborah. Hello, Bulbous. So yeah, but they're so busy like hearing themselves talk and having that like stupidity spiral of I'm right. That's why I don't. EJ, go away. EJ, go away. EJ, go away. Oh my god. But yes, like saying something like all CC have it. No, 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 not all CC have it. No, this name is particularly outrageous. Okay? This name is particularly outrageous. Now, whatever. Trying to minimize my thing. Oh, I was essayed. Well, a lot of women are essayed, you know. Shut your bitch ass up. But you appreciate free thinker. I do. I just don't appreciate you. Like, what is it? Like, why do you want to be somewhere that you like people don't like you, especially me? Like, I don't like you. Since you decided to tell me what you told me yesterday about me wanting to be friends with someone I despise, I hate with all my heart. Like, people don't understand. Like, when that's cool. I don't want to hurt your feeling. I want you to leave. But yeah, when people tell me things about Dani Robertson, someone that really traumatized me, by the way. Like people don't understand hate, I think. Like people see perception, you're putting yourself out there and ask for a conversation. Where did I ask for a conversation? But I don't know who you are and I don't know why you are here. You're putting yourself out there by being on YouTube. I'm not asking for a conversation with people that I don't care about. Do you understand that? Like, people need to understand that I am brutally honest. And so when I feel irritated, I'm gonna let you know. Like, some people won't like it. They won't like it that I'm brutally fine, Bulbous. Fine. He's a troll from the boxing sector. I can tell, Polo. I can tell that he's a troll. That's why he's annoying me. But I'm supposed to be nice, I suppose. I'm trying to turn over a new leaf, right? Even with trolls. Okay. Trolls. May I get a break today and not have you in my chat? I really don't feel like it today. It's not the day to have troll in my chat. I don't like you people. You're both hypocrite. Oh, who is you? Are you talking about Dani? Or who are you talking about? I am so confused. I will leave if I trigger you. You don't trigger me. I just don't like you. Why do I need to be triggered? I know when I'm triggered. And I'm like, I just don't like you. Like you piss me off. Because at the end of the day, you know what, EJ, don't leave. Don't leave, darling. Tell me, why do you want to be here? Why do you want to be here? One, two. Do you understand what hate is? Do you understand what hate is? Because maybe if you understand what hate is, maybe then you will understand what I feel for Dani. So I'm going to tell the same story I've told the 1,000 time already, which is this woman, this weird woman, without even talking about what she did to hear her, to Nosy Ho, to Cups, to Kimi, to Teddy, to all the other black women that she has hurt. I'm not even gonna talk about all the black women that she has hurt that can literally fill out easily 2 times like 20 people. Like, oh yeah, I know. I understand extreme dislike, but hate is something rarely felt. I know. I have not hated a lot of people in my life. So the people I've hated in my life was the person that tried to essay me. Well, tried. The person that essayed me but didn't finish. Like, anyhow. I hate the teacher that fuck up my life. Hello, Miss Peppy. And I hate Dani Robertson. I don't hate many people, but she's one of them. Absolutely 100%. I hate her. Like people talk to me about obsession, about this. I'm like, this woman took my job. Okay. Because that was my job. That was my livelihood. While my mom needed me. Okay. Already my dad always need me. But my mom needed me. For once, she needed me at that moment. And she was doing that to me. I will never forgive her for this. Like people act, like I said, you're not going to gaslight me and to believe that what happened to me, it doesn't show, EJ. Okay? You said that you wanted to have a conversation with people. Who said I want to have a conversation with you? Like, do you understand? I repeat, I will repeat the criteria, okay? Because why do I need to speak to everyone on this planet? Why do I need to have a conversation with everyone on this planet? Can I choose who I have a conversation with? Are you part of the list of people I want to have a conversation with? You're not a person. You don't matter to me. I'm sorry, see perception. You don't get to choose for me. The time of slavery is done. Do you understand that? You don't get to choose for a black person. Okay? You don't get to choose. So you can leave. You know what? I'm going to help you. So, yes. I'm an hypocrite. Like I said, this person, I don't know them. I know they're trolling. Okay. And I know they're trying to annoy me. And I'm like, I don't like people who try to annoy me. I love Polo, the fact that you can see that that C perception is trying to troll me, but EJ, you're blind to the trolling. So yeah, no. The people I will have conversation with are the people I want to have conversation with, as I am a free person. I am not a politician. I don't need to have a conversation with everyone that want to have a conversation with me. Like the fuck? So yeah, that person was annoying me. Like I'm like, I don't even know who you are, but you're really annoying right now. Like I choose who I have a conversation with. Okay? This is my right. I'm a human. I have rights. I know the black tea sector is not really smart. Okay. I know that the brain is not really in place, but I'm a human and I make my choice. I decide who I'm cool with, who I'm not cool with, who I chill with, who I don't chill with. I decide. It's my choice. Okay. So you said you wanted a conversation. I'm like, I don't remember. I remember saying that I wanted a conversation with Trevor Green. Did I say I wanted a conversation with C Perception? What the fuck is you? Maybe they want to tell me about the Lacey and everything she has done. I'm like, okay. Like I said, if it's out, as long as it's out of the boxing sector is basura. Okay, like it's basura. Okay, basura, basura. Oh shit, you're back already. And go back to your African sector, bitch. Okay. Dear Lord, that person seems angry. Did you do something to them, Lacey? Yes, the racist is showing. But, like I said, I can tell that person is not black. Like, I can tell. So, yeah, everyone has their own thing. Hello, Cookie. Like, it reminds me of when RC117, who is clearly a colorist and a xenophobic piece of shit, okay, when he was saying that, oh, she's not Canadian, she's Asian, as if that was something to be ashamed of. I was like, you're weird, you're pathetic, you're sad. Go back to the African sector. I'm like, bye. Like literally go away. Like go away. There is nothing to say. But yeah, to put a beautiful bow for the bullshit of Lady T, your opinion don't matter. You can continue to tag me and continue to do your big ass paragraph, but know that I don't care. You don't matter to me. I'm sorry. Your opinion is as important to me as literally what's under the bottom of my shoes. Bulbous, I have no idea what you're talking about right now. So yeah, I am all about and all about chilling. Okay, I'm chilling right now. So yes, that's it with Lady T and her stupidity. 82, as I said, I have nothing against him. I'm not gonna start doing video being like 82 blah blah blah. I'm just like, listen, I don't care. Okay, because hello Christy, hello Maria. Shit, did you send yourself a signal? Why you're all here at the same time? So yeah, I love you, love. But yeah, no, I don't see the point in doing videos on it because I'm like, the only thing I can say is that he is someone that keeps on hanging out with people who calls me maggot. He is cool with a bitch that's called Snoopy Doo, and he's a whole weirdo that keeps on trying to dictate to black people what is racist, what is not racist, how they should act, what is acceptable, what is not acceptable. Like, Snoopy is extremely suspicious. So for him to look at all of this and just be like, well, Madgie is the problem. I'm like, that's fine by me, man. Let me be the problem. I really don't care. Like the hypocrisy of it all, I'm tired of it. I think it's really stupid. Hello, vampire. Like, I think it's really stupid. And because it is stupid, I have decided not to be in it. Okay? I don't play the hypocrisy game. I'm done. I'm tired. It's stupid. So, yes. Now, let's talk a little about Trevor Green. Oh my God. The live from yesterday was so funny. I did rewatch it to see what I miss something or not. And I had missed something that was really, 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 really funny to me. So, what I realized was that the reason why Dani blocked him and made him, yo, let me drop the link for you, Golden, if you want to come up. Like, that shit was so funny. So, yeah, that shit was too funny for me. So what made me really laugh is because I hadn't heard that was that the reason why he got like he got removed from the live, well, removed. He got blocked from Dani's chat, which he understood, he understood was because he said that if Dani is the Avengers, then bref. Okay, so if the Dani is the Avengers, then does that mean that what's his name? King World Hello Kimishe. Does that mean that King World is Thanos? And Dani took that shit personally. Yes, he favored Dani a lot. It's ridiculous. Good, babe. So yeah, look at this. Look at this. He called Dani Thanos. No, he called King World Thanos. And Dani took that shit personally, guys. She took that shit personally and she blocked him. And that was Trevor. But I understand. I understand. It was so bad. I understand. Oh my God. I said King World was Thanos. I understand. I said something so bad. I understand. Oh my God. I understand. Oh my God. I understand. I should have not done it, Master. Master, forgive me. Master, forgive me. I was like, oh, are you kidding? He, he said King World is Thanos. Thanos? Hello, Golden Queen.
What up, Madgie? How you doing?
Yo, I'm talking about Trevor Green and the like he came on my platform yesterday. Like it wasn't an interview. Like people
It
be
was
talking to me
interesting.
about like whatever. I'm like, it wasn't an interview, okay? It was a conversation.
It sounded like a confession to me.
A confession about what? About what? Tell me more. Tell me more.
I don't know, girl. I don't know. I don't know nothing.
Listen, I was just laughing my ass off during all of it because, as EJ said, what did that person said? Your questioning of him seemed biased. Did I claim to not want to know why in the name of fuck he is blowing Dani so hard? And they are focused. Yes, they were, because that's my interest. If that's not your interest, again, the door is literally there. The door is there. Like I promise you, go to the light. I want, do you know EJ? Because I really want that person to go to the light. Putting him in an
I don't
awkward
know.
position.
I just feel like the better question for me is why did it go over everybody's head that that man admitted that that's not his name?
Hmm?
I said the bigger question for me is why did it go over a lot of people's head that that man admitted that that's not his name and that he
Yeah, that's
used
not
that
his
name
name.
to get clout. Like he literally admitted that he used that name to chase clout and make content. Did we miss that? Did y'all not hear him
To
confess to
to
that?
to to to, to run after Ralph or to run after Jag. I feel like it was more about Jag. No,
I feel it was more about him.
really.
What is he doing to help Jack? What is he helping to
God,
do?
Happy,
Doing to
you
help
are
anybody else?
not welcome here. Go away. Please continue, Golden. Sorry, my love.
No, I was just saying, like, what is he doing to help anybody else, even if it was names of people or whatnot that he mentioned, who has benefit from all that he's been able to achieve and accomplish on the platform, with
Mm-hmm.
him literally chasing clout, and then he sat there and admitted that he chased clout. I just think that that's crazy. If somebody admit the truth to you and you can't hear it or see it, that's weird.
No, he did admit because at one point, because he keeps on talking about Jack, and he even used the name. And like I said, and I repeat, well, I will not fight for Jack, okay? And I'm not gonna be like, oh, what the fuck? No, no, no. I still find the name Trevor Green, like the use of the name Trevor Green, to be really distasteful. I'm gonna be honest. But I thought, okay, if he hates her because she did something fucked up to him, I understand. But then to realize it was just about an opportunity, I'm like, huh.
Right. And I feel like when it comes to cloud chasers, they will attach to different entities for said cloud that they're chasing. So I believe the entry into the cloud chase was okay as Jag because this sector
Yeah,
was known to be at a point in time the Jaguar right sector, right? So you
exactly.
enter that, you see who's really running things and pushing things up in here, and then you attach yourself to a name because that name became popular because a lot of people had questions about, well, what's T? What really happened with this person? And then
Mhm.
you're a strange weirdo that attaches your name to that person to gain traction and clout. And then you literally sat up here and admitted that you did that. Like, but that just kind of went over everybody's head.
No, I think, okay, let's ask the chat girl. Chat, did you realize that there is a
Not your
certain
head.
opportunistic
Nothing
strike?
goes over your head, girl. Nothing goes over
What?
your head. I was watching your face. You already knew when you heard it. You
Okay,
already knew.
exactly. I was like, no, I saw. But at the same time, I was like I said, the name Trevor Green, I'm like, would I take the risk? Because I am someone also that if I see an opportunity, I'm gonna go for it. Okay, like I'm gonna go for the opportunity. I'm not against you trying to find a way to get any type of clout or try to find a way to do something. Like it's cool. What the little thing that I'm like, is the fact that why not keep the name Jags Bonnet? Why did we need to be Trevor Green? I think Jags Bonnet makes fun of Jag without maybe being insensitive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do, but I think that
Mhm.
maybe a lot of people at some point in time will see that it's really not cool when somebody's out here taking your whole name and your identity, and they're using that for clout, right? Because if
Mhm.
that's a well or known person, let's just say it was a well known person, you're
Mhm.
using their identity, right? Their fame to push yourself further, and you're nobody. Like you're not starting from the bottom up with your own self because maybe you're not getting further enough doing that with your own name. Now you want to attach your name to somebody else's name. I think that's pretty trash. And I think that, when people start finding out that those things is happening on this platform, there's gonna be a lot of problems for people. That's just my personal opinion. But
I don't think
like I
anyone is
said,
gonna call him out because that's not how that sector or like it's not how it works. Like there's so much hypocrisy that they will call out someone else using an opportunity, but not call out the other person. Like that's not how
Madgie,
the sector works.
if
Mhm.
somebody was going around and saying they was Madgie the Black Owl and
Yeah.
eating off your identity and everything that you are and you
Yeah.
represent, right? Like, would that bother you? Would you
Yeah,
take
but I don't know I don't know if Trevor Green is a real person. That, and I don't know if if Trevor Green is a real person, I don't even know if he's aware of what's going on YouTube. That I will be honest. I don't know if it's a real person. I've not done any research.
that's a good point, right? Because we can't be sure,
Yeah,
but
it's
it's
Jack.
just the
You know.
weirdness of it is like you said that you attached yourself to a fictitious name or what we're known to be like a fictitious name, and you
Mhm.
played that role. Like you're like, oh, I'll take that script. That's
Yeah.
weird. Like be yourself. You know what I mean?
No, that I agree. I'm like, he could have been himself, or like I said, if you don't want to say, because maybe he doesn't want to say his name. Maybe he doesn't want his name to be out. And at the same time, he wants to make fun of Jag. Call yourself Jag's bonnet. Call yourself Jag's bathwater. Why me? It's really the fact that I know Jag is a liar. I know there is like 95% chance that this is all bullshit. But just because of the 5% that it could be true. And I know I'm like, she kid got kidnapped 4 times. 95% chance, nah. But there is a 5% chance, yeah.
I can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hate to really speak on those type of things, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because they are so severe. So I can't be sure, but I do think it is kind of a bit of like a reach if it's like that same thing happened 4 times in a row. Like you got away the first time, then you even got away the second time, then you got away a third time, and then the fourth, like by four
And
times,
she got away
I
by
don't.
singing. She got away by singing, man.
Maybe she sang her way out of it. I don't know,
Oh
but
no, she
again, I
said that.
don't.
She said she sang the way out of it. She said she was
Well,
singing in the rain. Just
well,
sing in the rain.
oh my God, I cannot. But I do want to be very
I
serious
love
about
that
this
song.
topic. I want to be very serious about this topic because we can't be
Yeah.
sure. You know what I'm saying,
Mhm.
and so I never want to laugh at like someone saying they had an experience that they really had, that was
Mhm.
trauma felt or whatnot, if that's the truth. But we do know lies. I'm sorry, we know that Jag tells her lies. So we've been through that, child. Around and around and around we go. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
like that's the thing. I know she be lying. I just think, just for yourself, for your own peace of mind, because like I would have a heart attack if at the end of the day we discover she really was kidnapped 4 times.
I
So
mean,
I'm
and
listen,
that's that whole
listen.
cry wolf
Just call
thing. You
yourself
know what I
Jack's
mean?
bonnet.
Jag's bonnet. Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm like, nobody's gonna be like, oh, she got kidnapped by Jack's bonnet.
The bonnet was doing the kidnapping.
Yeah, okay, nobody's gonna say that. So at
Um,
least that for me, I'm like, that makes more sense to me. You know what I mean? But
that the
the
bonnet did the kidnapping. That makes more sense. What?
no,
What makes?
calling himself Jack's bonnet.
Oh, Jag's bonnet. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because he
I
was
mean,
Jack's bonnet. That's what he said.
right.
Mhm.
And
Like he
then
was in
after he,
Ralph's chat for a while, and that was another thing that made
yeah,
me laugh because I'm like, oh, you love Ralph, but you love Ralph, but when Danny went after Ralph, you made video mocking Ralph. God, the love is real. What's
but
love
Maggie,
got to
if
do?
we Maggie, if we gonna be honest here now,
Yeah.
because we kind of like here around the same time or whatnot when we met each other and we were seeing a lot of stuff go down.
Hmm.
From the time that we was here, and I know that you kind of knew people a little bit more before I did because I didn't get out there like that. But can you admit that when it comes to the artwork or whatnot, and a lot of things that this individual has gone on to create, can you admit that the first time you actually seen somebody doing artwork like that was over on Ralph's channel? Do you agree to that or do you disagree?
You're talking about the type of artwork that was on Trevor Green?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember.
Because I remember and I was
When we
like,
were that was when we were I was fighting with him,
it was
right?
fighting. It was a lot of fighting, so it was a lot of disconnect between all of
Yeah.
us. stuff like that. But
I
if
think
you
I
really
did.
like,
I think I did see cartoon there.
yeah,
Yeah, I
he
think I
started
did
doing
too.
it.
I
They
did
were
too.
doing it over there. And then this dude, he was watching what was going on, and
Mhm.
how, Ralph was going at Jaguar and stuff like that. And that name was the name that Ralph brought up originally. I mean, if we just gonna be honest and be fair,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna be so honest. Like I wasn't on Ralph like that at that point. Maybe that's why I don't remember. Like when he says, because Ralph kept on saying that Trevor Green took the idea from him. And I was like, did he? I don't know. I don't know who's like, you know what I mean? I don't know. But from what I'm hearing of him, he is acting as if all the things go to Danny because he be blowing Danny like his life depends on it.
Child,
Like no, like he be blowing Danny like his life depends on it. Like this is a master blower.
Master Bloom.
Like you know his deep throat is like
That
good.
sounds like something you get from Home Depot.
What?
I said that sounds like something you get from Home Depot that you use in the backyard. The master blower.
Yeah, the
Two.
master blower. Like see hit how you want. I'm like, yo, either you call him the throat goat or you can call him the throat. I don't know. Okay. So if
That
I
was,
understand correctly, those type of cartoon appeared first on Ralph. And that's something that I heard Ralph say. Okay. So I'm not gonna say no because I remember that there were cartoon on Ralph's video. Like that I remember. Now, was it like the most I don't know.
right.
Mhm.
Okay. So it's like for me, like it's just based off of what I seen and what I was observing. That was like one of the first
Mhm.
areas where I seen they started doing, like cartoons and animations and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Because instead of like, like the arguing and the beefing and stuff, it was like we
Mhm.
could put it in like a cartoon type joint. And so, but he was around during that time watching everything. And I think he kind of saw that idea. And yeah, he might have ran with it and put his little spin on it and maybe did it the way he did it. But it's just like, just to come to find out that your whole existence here has been you cloud chasing. Number one, attaching yourself to a name that you're not, and then like slithering around to see what everybody else is doing and then copying what they do. I just think that's mad whack. But that's my personal opinion.
So you think he copied Ralph?
I think he copied a lot of people, honestly. He even admitted that he copied Danny Robinson.
Yeah, but that's because he's blowing her.
Oh my God. Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, I'm like, but he's blowing her. That don't mean nothing. Okay, so I'm like, maybe he did copy Danny, or maybe he's just blowing her. Miss Peppy, you seem to be in love with him. Is there a reason why you're so pressed? Do you want to come up and explain why you're so pressed, Miss Peppy? Because you seem to be peppying all over my chat, and I need to understand what the fuck is going on. So yeah, no, what you're talking about? Why is it so hard for you guys to just appreciate the man talent and humor? I think he's talented. I've already said that. I think he's talented. I'm making fun of the Thanos of it all. Okay, that was my joke. Okay, I said he thinks he Thanos. Like he said that King World was Thanos, and then he had a heart attack. And then Danny had a heart attack, and he was like, "Oh yeah, master, yeah, master, yeah." That was funny to me. Hello, cute and mighty. But yeah, no. The whole copying other people, like I said, I'm definitely not pressed and I'm married, so I'm not on YouTube looking for anyone. I didn't say press, I said pepping because your name is Miss Peppy. So I said you seem to be
I'm back.
peppying around.
Pepping
Hello?
around. I'm back. Yeah, I'm back.
Hello
My
girl,
bad.
hello girl.
No, so I'm sorry, I missed some of what you were saying. You were saying you don't think it's, like it's not really like a big deal and nothing like that to you.
The fact that he would have taken things from Danny, I'm like, I don't know if that's true because I do feel like he's blowing her too much. But what he did with Ralph, I feel like, well, Ralph don't seem to mind. I think the only thing he should do, which he's not gonna do, is at least admit that he could have taken some of the idea or the style from Ralph. Maybe that would be cool. So yeah, exactly, Miss Peppy. I didn't
I
say you were
mean,
pressed. I said you were pepping.
I don't think it really don't matter. Like you said, like yo, if you ain't
Mhm.
worried about it, you don't care about it. I don't really think it mattered. But I was just saying, like, based off the things that he admitted out of his mouth, because all of this time we was watching, the shows or whatnot that he was making, and all of the characters was real attractive, right? And then the first time we see him
Trevor
make a
Green is
character
here.
that looked very unattractive, like E.T., he said that he got that idea from Danny. Didn't he say that
Yeah.
out of his own?
Yes, absolutely.
I'm saying, like, that's
I'm just
all I was
saying
saying.
he's here. I don't know if you see the comment on the screen, baby.
What is that supposed to mean to me?
I'm just telling you he's here, and I'm showing the message. I asked you if you saw it.
What you need to let him up or something? Is that what it is?
No, not if you don't want me to. But I'm just telling you,
No,
like this is his answer.
no. The response to that
Mm-hmm.
comment is yes. I was in his
Mm-hmm.
comments. I was saying, "Yo, this is really dope. Like, I really like what you're doing." But then when I listened to you live, when you had the
Mm-hmm.
conversation with him the other night, and he literally was saying, like, this whole thing has basically been like you were stealing some identity or some name that was a facade and running with that, and then you admitted that you actually took, I don't know, I guess artwork or inspiration from
Yeah.
Nanny, and you started putting that in your new content, and
Mm-hmm.
that wasn't how you was making your old content. That stood out to me. And then the whole fact that you're not who you say you are, and that you were sitting around people and on channels like Ralph's channel, and the first person I seen doing cartoons like that was Ralph, and then you started doing it and you ran with it. That just kind of is like a red flag for me. That's what I was.
Okay, so because like it would be like two instances like back to back of him like looking like he is using other people's idea. So for you, you're like, I thought it was more original than that, you know?
Sorry, that's my dogs. But yes, absolutely, I agree. I thought it was very original and that he was coming up with these things all on his own and he was his entity. But when you admit you
No,
take,
Daddy.
a name and just name yourself that name, and now it's like the things that you do are so similar to what we've seen other people doing previously. That's
Mhm.
kind of like, oh, dang, it's not really giving that. You know what I'm saying? You're not really who you said you was.
He also
So
said
that's
that he
my
took
personal opinion.
inspiration from G.R. Curry.
The Curry brothers. Yeah. The
Yeah,
night
the
is it
dude from
Night and Day
Inconvenient
Network?
Man,
Yeah, I used to watch
a
the Night and
record
Day.
keeper of facts. Okay,
I,
let's not.
yeah.
I appreciate the people who are here to support Trevor in any type of way, but I will not let you rewrite history. Most of Trevor Green's video are for comedic effect. They are not to tell the history of anything or to give an unbiased and just the fact of what's going on. Most of his video are mostly for comedic effect. Like that is what I will say.
Right.
But yeah, like let's not
And
call
that's
him the
the
keeper
thing.
of fact. I'm like, relax, people. The keeper of my ass at this point. Did
And that's the
anyone
thing.
think Trevor Green was a real person? You know the people who follow Jag think it's a real person, Miss Peppy. There are a lot of people who follow Jag.
I didn't think that Trevor Green was the real person that Jaguar was talking about. I
Okay.
thought that Trevor Green just happened to be somebody with that name and popped out and was just like making fun of it. He was talking about that. Hold on.
Okay, so you thought that was his real name, and it was like a weird coincidence that Jag would have had that name also, and you were like, "Oh, that's funny."
Right. It's like I feel like she just picked a random name out of the bucket to use and make a storyline on. That's what I thought. That this was just an innocent person that she just picked that name out or that person out. And that was a regular person that was doing their own thing and living their own life and they had
Yeah.
nothing to do with Jaguar. That's what I thought.
Okay, for people who don't understand the chat, she's not saying that she believed Jack. She said that she believed Jack took a name and that man that we know as Trevor Green, she thought that was the same name. Okay, that's it. That's all. Like, stop it, guys. Thank you. So, yeah, I didn't know what his real name was. I knew it wasn't Trevor Green. I always like thought that it was because of the story of Jag, but I've also always thought of all the name, why that name, just because if there is like even a 1% chance, just don't bother yourself. Like it's like a controversy for the sake of what? And imagine that you're actually doing that to someone. Like that would be fucked up. Like if someone was walking around with the name of the dude that essayed me, I would not be super happy.
Right. And so, to be very clear about the trajectory of how I navigated through my belief system when it came to being around Jay, when she
Mm-hmm.
first started telling that story, I felt bad because I'm like, okay, this may be a real person that caused some type of harm or trauma to her. And she, is telling her story about that. I can't be sure. I don't live that woman's life. I'm not
Trevor,
around her.
I am more of a cloud chaser than Golden is. Come on, man. Don't be like that.
Anyway, and so then after we
Mm-hmm.
started seeing how Jaguar was moving and stuff, I was like, okay, she's just picking names and stories and just piecing things together for entertainment purposes. And I started to realize that that's what she was doing. And so I did not know. And then after all of that ended and she left and this person still remained, I was like, okay, well, okay, this is actually a real person. She just attached herself to this
Mm-hmm.
person. If that person
Yeah.
actually did those type of things to her, would they still be on YouTube? Would they still be out here pushing their content and having a channel or a page? I don't think they would. So this I thought was like, okay, this is just her pulling another name out of the hat and just putting it on somebody and telling,
Yeah.
unfortunately, a nasty story, but a story that's not true. And that's what I thought at that time when I left the whole situation, right? Then
Okay.
I started seeing this person was making, content and stuff like that. It seemed to be very artistic and very talented. And so
Hello, Danny. Danny.
I was supporting and going over and like watching and stuff and leaving comments like, yo, that's really dope. Like I like what you're doing here with that. And it was funny to me because I felt like it was really like putting a mirror up of how things really, go down
Mhm.
in the black tea sector or whatever amongst all of the names and stuff that's included he put in his films. So I thought it was a dope artistic expression. I heard him do the interview with you on your live the other night and now
Mhm.
confessing that all of this is like a smoke and mirrors. It's all ever been a lie, even when it comes to him. So my question is, are you any better than Jaguar?
Mm. Trevor, that's a question for you, not for me. Okay, I'm not the interpreter of people's thought process. Trevor, why don't you just come up? Let me drop the link for you at this point.
Yeah, you can let him come up because I'll ask him the questions that I have
Yeah,
directly. I don't
exactly.
I'm not scared of nothing.
Because
And I
at the
told
end of the day,
everything.
that's an interesting conversation because I didn't see it like that. But
I told it exactly the way I see it, and that's the only way I can see it. So if he want to come up, I'll ask him directly to his face. But that's what it was given, and he's the one who sat up here and confessed the other day on your channel that that's literally what he did. And I don't think a lot of people knew that. I really don't think a lot of people knew that. And I
hello,
think
Split.
to me, what we supposed to deduce, what we supposed to
Golden,
think.
Golden, wait, Golden. Do we need to do a little song for Split?
Hey, Split.
Do we need to do a little song for him? Lady Letitia.
Oh my God, child, not the Lady Letitia song. I cannot. I
You're
cannot.
gonna have a heart attack. Okay, back to the conversation. Fuck it. I just love I love a knowing split. It's so funny. But yeah, please continue.
I mean, he could make her a better song than that. I'm just saying,
Yeah, he
but
could. Fucking shit, man. I think Loki could make a better song than that fucking shit.
not low key. Oh my.
Yeah, Loki could. So yeah, from what I understand, okay, the problem and me, my thing is that I'm laughing about the Thanos thing. I don't care that someone is using opportunity to get some type of clout or again or again just taking an opportunity to make content that will make people laugh. I don't care about that. Okay, now the fact that it would be copied from other person, I hope that's not the case. I know it's not a simple copy. I hope it's like he put his own twist into it because at the end of the day, in the year of our Lord 2026, nobody is the first one to do anything. Like everything has been, it looks like everything has already been done at least one time. But nobody is gonna take like away the talent of Trevor Green. Even if I think his
Right.
better talent is blowing Danny, I still think he's extremely talented.
Child, I don't know nothing about that. But what
I'm
I'm saying
saying
is
that.
you can pull inspiration from anybody and everything, you know what I mean? But you put your own efforts and your own talents or whatnot and your time into what you do, then that is basically like your creation. So I'm not taking anything away from what he put into his creations, the time that he spent on creating them. I'm just saying I think he was very heavily influenced by other people that he was sitting around and watching for a period of time before he decided to launch his own, content. That's all I'm saying. But isn't everybody inspired by somebody? I was inspired to do music by somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. It's
I
normal
didn't
to
want
be
to their
inspired, but
style
it's
of
like
music. So I was like,
there is a
hey,
limit between inspired and copycat, and there is always like an acknowledgement of what inspired you that should be done. I don't think that this is a bad thing to point out.
right. I think that that's the respectful thing to do is to acknowledge, like who inspired you or whatnot, and give them their flowers, you know what I mean, and things like that. But I mean, look, I don't have an issue. I know people are in the chat asking, they always think that when I come to talk that I always have an issue with something. I don't have an issue with anything. Let people do what they do. All I'm saying is
Let's say
I
he was
listen to
inspired
what
by
gets said.
somebody else. Now what? Now
All I'm
nothing.
saying is I listen to what gets said and I put the pieces together and I make sense of it for myself.
Hmm.
That's it, and that's all. Like, why do people automatically think there's an issue? There's not an issue. I don't have a beef with this person. I don't have an issue with this person. I'm having a conversation with you, Maggie. Why is it an issue?
Exactly. I was the one making fun of him first.
Right? You brought it up, and I was like, oh, ha ha ha. I was laughing because I watched
I
it
still
live
have
and I
my
listened to it.
image, Thanos. Like this is gonna be my joke for at least a week.
People say I'm negative all the time. How am
I
I
don't think you're
negative?
negative. I don't know who Bless is, but I don't think you're negative. I think you're asking question, and at the end of the day, people have the right to ask question. Okay, like especially when you invite the question. I invited Golden to come up. It's not like she said, "Madgie, let me up. I have question." I was
Shots.
like, "Bitch, come up."
It's just
Okay,
like,
so
okay, I don't really care what the end game is because the end game don't affect me. So I don't really care about. I'm just having a conversation with somebody. So no, I'm not being negative. But if we're gonna have a conversation, I'm gonna speak truthfully about what I can add to that conversation based off of what I think and what I observe. That's it. And that's all. There's no
you
negativity.
absolutely
I
have the
don't care
right
what
to
that
your
person does.
opinion. Hmm.
That person ain't putting no food on my table. That person don't affect how my
Exactly.
life operates. So why do I care? I don't care about any of that. I was just speaking truthfully about what I observed over the past few days. When that interview happened on your channel, that brought a
Hmm.
lot of things to light for me. And I was just like,
Yeah.
wow. Wow, that's crazy. Like somebody can live. Like think about that. I want the people to think about like do rational thinking. You go and you pick a name out of a hat of any random person, right? And
Mhm.
this could be a real person with a real name and a real career and a real life. And you just randomly insert yourself and decide that you want to show up at the internet with that person's name. And because you know that person could or could not have a name, you probably can eat off of that, right? You can clout chase off of that. Do you think that's okay? Do you think that's the way to go? Or you think that's a little bit like, yo, why don't you just bet on yourself and pop out as your own identity? What y'all think about that? I'm curious.
Like for me, when I hear something like that, I'm like, well, who wants to absolutely start from literally the bottom? Like you're gonna try to find an opportunity. I'm not against using the opportunity that are given in front of you because I think that is the way that most successful people do it. Like a lot of, let's say, successful YouTuber, they happen to be successful when because of when they did their channel, it was the good time, the opportunity was right. Like there's some people when they were chasing for goal, it was the right opportunity. You go and you do that. Okay, like
Right,
using the opportunity that is presented in front of you is not a bad thing for me. I think it is, in the contrary, really smart to do. What
right,
I am my problem with Trevor, and that's why I wanted to talk to him, was because I was like, well, at first I was mostly asking myself if Jag did something to him, like what happened between him and Jag, because I'm like, most of the content is about Jag. And I was wondering if it was simply opportunistic or it was also because there was like a deeper meaning into it. Like, did she do something to him that will make it so that he needs to expose her and he needs people to know that that's what she does to men? Because the Trevor Green story, like I said, for me, it's such a sensitive story because the moment you start talking about essay and all of that, I'm like, that's a sensitive story.
right. And that's
So
why
I'm
it
like,
really people didn't want to really come at it like too hard like that because it's like
mhm,
we can't be sure like what really is going on, what really did happen. You don't never want to, you know what I'm saying? Like be like, I don't believe that, and it's something that maybe really did happen, or it's something that didn't happen, and that's being put on somebody. So either way,
mhm.
those things go, like it's terrible. And it's just like you get stuck in the middle where it's very uncomfortable, where you don't even want to speak on it or touch on it because like who plays around with that type of stuff? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But and then also like one of the examples that I wanted to leave you. So like, okay, I understand people gotta make it how they make it and do what they gotta do. But that's like think about Chris Brown, right? Chris Brown is an artist. We know he's amazing. We know he's very talented. He's been very open and honest about the
Sorry,
fact
I
that he
hate
pulled.
him so much. I've hated him so much since what happened with Rihanna. I've never listened, I've never listened to one of his songs in that moment.
I understand.
Like I never did. I don't know any of his songs since that moment.
But she even came out and cleared that all up. But anyway,
I don't
so
care. Like I saw the mark. A bunch of women will say, "My man, my man, my man." My man didn't do nothing, but then you have all the mark on your face. No, it's
Madgie,
fine. Yeah,
I
please
am bringing
continue. I
out
got into a tangent.
I was bringing up Chris Brown for the comparison that he's a
Mm-hmm.
very dude, right? Even since when he was young. And I like we're the same age, all three of us. And so I've been following him since he was like 15, 16 years old. And I've followed his career.
Yeah,
But
with
he's
the run
very
it, run it.
open. Yeah, run it. And so he's been
I
very
was
open and
listening to
honest
him.
about the fact that a lot of like his skills, like his dance techniques and things like that he does, he took inspiration from people like James Brown and Michael Jackson and things like that. But when he popped out on the scene, right, even though he was inspired by them, he still
Mhm,
popped out as Chris Brown, his own person. So it's like
mhm.
you can take inspiration from people, but you don't have to take people's identity. That's what I think is very weird. Like when people like want to take over somebody else's whole identity, why can't you just pop out as yourself? Even if you're inspired by someone, right, and what they do and their skill set that they have, why do you have to pop out and be an alias? That's weird to me.
Like like basically, like your problem seems to be more about the name Trevor Green, or is it like the style of the
Didn't
animation?
didn't he sit on your platform and say that that's not his name?
Yeah, no, that's not his name.
That's what I'm saying. So even if you're inspired by things that you pick up as you go through life, why do you have to make your identity somebody else's name?
Because we don't know if Trevor Green is a real person. It could be just like for me at the end of the day, the whole why use the Trevor Green name. I don't know if Trevor Green is a real person. So I cannot say that he's like I wouldn't say that he was cloud chasing out of Trevor Green if that Trevor Green exists or not. I would say that the opportunity came from the story with Jack. That's why I keep on saying why not call yourself Jack's Bonnet. That's better. Like it has less controversy than Trevor Green. So the opportunity was with Jack. It wasn't with Trevor Green. Who the fuck is Trevor Green?
Right. But didn't every time Jag tell a story, she attach herself to somebody who is actually a real person that really exists and has a real name?
Maybe, maybe. Like we don't know if that
Everybody.
Trevor Green is the real person. Like we really don't know. Like I'm serious. Like
So you
nobody
think
has
Jag
looked
made that
into it.
name up? You
What?
think she made you think Jag just made that name up and pulled it out of thin air?
Well, Trevor Green.
Don't she always try to attach herself to somebody who's a somebody?
So
I'm just
what
asking
happened?
you.
So let me explain to you because the video of Trevor Green was actually really good to explain that the story of how Trevor Green came to be. So because the first time when she said the story, hello Toinette, because when she said the story about I know how it's like to be beaten, I know how it's like to be tied to the bed and told to sing, I know what it's like to blah blah blah, and then she said that's what Sean Carter done to me. But then she realized she can be sued for that shit. Okay? She can actually be sued. Like before, when you do your conspiracy and you're like, maybe he did something to that girl, maybe he did that, that's a conspiracy. But when you actually said, no, that man essayed me, he tied me to a bed, that you can be sued for that shit. So that was doing like the round everywhere. So then that's when she decided to say that it was AI. And like I don't know if you remember. You remember Just D, right?
Yes, I remember because we were actually, on her side at that time, and we was like, yeah, that looked like that could have been AI enhanced.
Yeah,
So
I
yeah,
didn't know. I was like, maybe, I don't know, man. I wasn't there. Like, I don't care. Okay, but
I
like
didn't know AI that well, so I'm just like, yeah, maybe that could have been AI edited. I
like
don't
it
know.
was how it was said. That's what Sean Carter done to me. Like, I guess she was trying to be like super dramatic, like or something. Okay, I don't know her life. But moral of the story, she said the thing about that's what Sean Carter done to me. And then after that, she was saying, oh, it's AI, it's not real. I never said that's Sean Carter done to me. I said that was Trevor Green.
I know. I remember all of that, and I
So,
remember who pointed that out the
huh?
very first time it came out. I said I remember all of that, and I remember who pointed that out the very first time when it got caught.
Who?
Never mind, Maggie.
Yo, you are acting as if you don't remember that shit. Yo, you're being weird. Like,
So you acting like you don't remember. You be trying to get me to say stuff that
heard
you
the
already know.
story. What do you mean? I just said the story.
That is the story. But when that story got popped, I remember who popped it. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, is it because you want me to say it was Ralph who pubbed the story? Why are you
You
being
know
so
that.
obsessed with Ralph Golden? We need to talk about this.
There's no obsession there. I am just saying that
Like,
you be
who
knowing
popped
stuff
it?
and
I'm
you
like,
be
I
trying to
don't give
get
a
me to
fuck.
speak on things.
What's
And
the
I'm like,
point?
girl, don't play. Don't play. You already know we was
You
all there together.
bringing him up. I'm like, why does it matter in this story? Like, at the end of,
Isn't it part of the storyline?
not really. We're talking about this. We're talking about Trevor Green, the content creator. And I thought you were saying, hey, where did that name come from? I was like, well, that's where it came from. I thought you didn't remember. And then you're like, no, I remember. Who popped the story? I'm like, who gives a shit? I'm just saying where he found, where
Right? Like,
Trevor
I don't
Green, the
care.
content
You brought
creator,
that up.
found the name.
I don't care. You brought that up. But I was just saying that, with the whole Trevor Green thing, as far as the interview he had on your channel the other day, it just made me look at him in a different light. That's all I was saying.
No, that's okay. That I can understand that. Like I said, the fact that there's some people that don't like it when people seems to use the opportunity in front of them. A lot of people associate that with being like bad. But I'm like, I hope people realize that this conception of, oh, using opportunity is bad is something that the rich and powerful has instilled in us lower class so that we don't get the opportunity that they freely use. Like using opportunity is how you get successful. All those assholes that are rich is because they use an opportunity. They don't want us, the little people, to use the opportunity that we get. So I don't give a fuck that people use opportunity, but I know that some people are going to find it distasteful because it has been literally forced onto us since the beginning of time. But by the way, someone that use opportunity is someone that's smart. That's literally what you learn in business school. Like you learn to use opportunity. And that you sometimes get one opportunity, one shot, and you better use it because if not, you fuck.
Right. Opportunities are everything, right? Like, if you
Yeah,
have
it's
an
everything.
opportunity, but you have to understand
Everything.
there
You want
are
to be
different.
successful, you need an opportunity. You need one shot.
But,
One
but
shot. You need it.
opportunities can come in very different shapes and forms.
Yes.
Opportunities don't have to be you clout chasing off somebody else's livelihood or existence.
But
You can
while
have an
it may not
opportunity
be
to
that
walk through
for
the door and
you,
just
it can be that for that other person. You cannot
I
judge
mean, if
someone's
that's how if
opportunity.
that's how they get down, but it just because it's an opportunity and they get down like that, how fair is that to the person?
Huh?
If that person is getting a opportunity and clout chasing off of someone else's back, is what do you think
If
about
the
that? Like, you
person is
think that's
if the person
okay?
is if the person doesn't have the mentality of a crab in a barrel, they would realize that they should help the other person. The person that wants it, that wants to do it, that wants to be better, that wants to do it, you should help that person. But most
Explain to
people
me.
want to, but people want to keep it for themselves, like my precious.
No, 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 no,
Okay,
no.
but
Explain it to
like
me. No,
yes,
explain it to me. I understand what you're saying. I get what you're saying as far as opportunities and things like that. And people who are like,
mhm,
gatekeepers and things of that nature. I get that.
yeah,
I'm not talking about.
okay.
I'm talking about clout chasing and literally doing it to the extent that you could be possibly taking somebody else's identity to do it. You think that's okay?
Because the thing is, that would not be okay to take someone else's identity. That is just the fact that wouldn't be okay. But I don't know if that's the case because I don't know if Trevor Green is a real person.
But why would you pretend to be somebody you're not? That's
That
weird.
I cannot answer. Like it's weird to me too. You know what I mean? But I'm
And
like,
it's
yo,
not like
it
you
worked.
want to
Everyone
set.
knows his name. Remember my name. Okay, like
You're
everyone
not.
knows his
You're
name.
not. It's not like you on a set. It's not like this is a fictitious, like script or whatnot that you're reading from. Like, you just inserted yourself into something and just took on the identity of a name that some other person pulled out of, I don't know, a hat or wherever the hell she got it from.
You know
And
what
then
happened. She said, that's what Sean Carter done to me.
it's just all of that is weird. Ain't nothing like that.
All
Don't seem weird
weird.
to you.
It's fucking weird. Okay. Like, I don't like the fact that he took that name because I'm like, imagine not be, I never thought Trevor, like, oh, is it a real, I never thought about the morality of maybe taking someone else's name. That I will admit to that. And I'm like, that could be true. That because like if Trevor Green is a real person, it's fucked up to associate that person to things that have nothing to do with them. But I always my problem was always like, imagine it's true though. Imagine what Jack said with all her 4 kidnapping and her singing a song to get to be able to run away. Imagine that shit is true. Just because I'm scared of it maybe being true, I'm just like, nah, fuck it. I wouldn't call myself Trevor Green. But am I gonna go and start being like, oh no, don't use the name Trevor Green, it's evil. But I never really thought of it in the sense of, that may be identity theft. You know what I mean?
Right, I see what you're saying. But even if, like you
Mhm.
said, like if we had, one inkling that maybe what she was saying was true, look how
Yeah,
many of us just moved past that and was supporting and spending time and giving big ups to this individual that could have actually been an individual that did something like that to her. So we kind of
that's
got to take accountability for like how we move and operate too. Like if that could have been a possibility that that is true and that is that person and that really did happen to her, we just move right past that because oh, Jag is crazy. Jag tells stories.
I agree
We
with
don't
you. That's
believe.
why I feel uncomfortable in that story. I'm like, I don't know if I'm supposed to say something. I don't know if I'm like, because Jack is such a liar. You know what I mean? That
Yeah,
you're
it's
like,
like the boy that cried wolf. You keep crying wolf so many times, and
mhm.
screaming for help, and it's fake every time somebody comes to help you. The next time you cry, and it could actually be real, nobody's gonna believe you because you lie too much.
That's the thing. Yeah. That's
Right.
exactly that. So that's why I'm like, while I see the morality conundrum and using that name, just and the fact that imagine it could be true. But I'm like, this is the little boy who cried wolf. Jack B continuing to cry wolf.
Yeah, yeah. We finally did come to that realization, and I can't
Yeah.
say, and I won't say that everything that that woman has said and every story that she has told is not true. I can't say that because I don't
No.
have the facts and sort of proof. But there's a
Hmm.
lot of things that we have been able to deduce that, like, man, you're not telling the truth about that. So, it's like
Listen.
it puts you in a bad position because you don't want to not believe somebody when they're telling you something as severe and serious as that, right? So
Hmm.
why even make stories up like that? That's what I think. Like, yo, that's crazy work. That you would use that as a storyline. That's serious. That happens to people every day. You know what I mean? So that was all of the distastefulness that it really started. Like I think, really resonating with people like yo we can't keep like playing games and stuff with this because these allegations and stuff that you're making are too serious because a lot of people are really
Yeah.
experiencing these in real time, so
Sure.
please don't make that up, you know what I mean? And then
I
you don't
agree.
really have like it's not like you're on a CSI show or you on, you know what I'm saying, like a movie or and you have a script and that's a character
Yeah.
and that's the storyline on that movie. Or maybe she sees this as a movie set. I don't know. But the severity that, some of these things was coming out with offered to not be true. I just think that's very dangerous because when people are really going through those things, a lot of people are going to be less likely to trust and believe what they're saying because they've seen too many people that are just lying and telling these stories like this for
Yeah.
entertainment purposes only. You know what I'm saying? Like that really makes it difficult.
I agree with you. Like, and anyone else, I would have thought that name would be so distasteful. But because it's what Sean Carter done to me, I'm like, listen, ja- she lied too much, man. She lied too much. So I cannot go and argue with people and say that, yo, it's wrong, or yo, it's right, or yo, it's this or that. I'm like, Lord,
But that was it. I really don't want no more parsing none of that stuff no more, because now it's like
yeah,
going back.
exactly.
All of
No,
the
you have
mess.
the right to say your fucking opinion. Like, people need to chill. Like,
I
people
didn't
can have
have no
opinions.
problem. I didn't have no problem asking that Trevor Green person or whatever, directly to his face, like, yo, what's up, what's T, like, what's good? Because I heard what you said on Madgie Live yesterday. So you basically saying like you just inserted yourself, you took up that name, and then you ran with it, and then you started making content. Like, is that literally what you're saying? The trajectory of your position here on YouTube has been? I'm just
Yes.
asking. Like, you said it, you admitted it. So if someone checks you on the things that you say, is that fictitious, or is that just like, yo, what's up? What's tea? What's good with that? Why you do that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I understand. Like at the end of the day, it's up to him to decide to respond or not because I cannot respond for him. But I will say that this name is it was smart to use because it gave him a lot of momentum. It made Jag react every time he was in the chat, which gives you also momentum. People wonder who is Trevor Green, who is Trevor Green, oh, that's Trevor Green, oh, it's Trevor Green. Like it makes you popular. Like it was a good, I will give him like 9 out of 10 for marketing.
Right. So basically, what you're saying is he
Mhm.
was clout chasing off of a lie from somebody else that was clout chasing off of a lie.
Well, Jag was not cloud chasing out of a lie because Jag is the one that lied. Like the Trevor Green, the real
No,
Trevor Green, please stand
that's
up.
exactly what I'm
It was not
saying,
him.
Madgie.
Okay,
If
I don't
she
understand.
lied about it initially, if she
Yeah.
lied about that initially and put that name out of there, right? For
Mhm.
everybody to hear, and everybody be like, what's going on? What's the, what happened with this person, this name? And then another cloud chaser decided, I'm going to wear the shoes of that name because I can see there's a benefit here for me if I become that person and cloud chase off of it. So a cloud chaser was cloud chasing off of the lie of another cloud chaser. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, basically.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just keep it real here as far as what be going on. Like, it's a
Marketing,
cloud
my
chasing
boy,
ring.
marketing. Marketing.
Not Maggie, not you over here talking about marketing, girl.
Yo, it's marketing. Like
Marketing.
marketing. You think marketing is like morally upright? Like, I think morality sometimes is like a concept that the rich elite put on us to make sure we stay where we are. Opportunity marketing is the way to go. Why do we know about Walmart? We think Kleenex. Do you know Kleenex are not called Kleenex? Kleenex is a company.
Well, we
Like
can talk about
marketing
how
is
they
smart.
market. We can talk about how they market malt liquor and put it in, black neighborhoods. But when
You
they
see,
sitting
that's
at,
the
the
problem
conference
too.
that they make it
Hmm.
sound like it's a great idea to put these liquor stores in these poor, impoverished communities for them to have
Hmm.
alcohol all of the time and become alcoholics. That's marketing. They do that at the very high
Yeah, that will
offices.
give them money. That will give
Yeah, of
them money.
course.
Yeah.
Of course. But it's
Like
all about
they can
self
make that
benefit.
alcohol for really allegedly lords of YouTube, allegedly. Okay.
Allegedly, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Madgie. Allegedly.
Allegedly lords of YouTube. We're alleging. Okay. But yeah, marketing can be a terrible thing. That's what they do. Like they make it put it in certain like neighborhood so that the person has a reason to go for it. They give a price that maybe let's say, I don't know, $5, but then they produce it for maybe 30 cents. And then all the rest of the money goes back to them.
Right. So basically, what we seeing here on YouTube is people are like, well, I won't necessarily get a job at a marketing firm. I'll become an independent marketer for myself and my brain.
Most content creators
And that's
are
fair.
marketing gurus. Like a lot of content creator do marketing. Do like you take opportunity. Like it's normal. What I'm asking myself is taking the opportunity from a story about essay. Is that the best way to take opportunity?
Right. I get what you're saying. Look, listen, I ain't no stuck up person. Like, I get it. You got to get out. You got to get out here and hustle. I get it.
You
But
learn
it's
that,
like,
like literally you have classes on that. You have classes to learn about what color does to the brain, why the color does that, where you should be located, if you can get that people, if you do this. Like we have like you have classes.
so, okay, can I ask you a question? If, because I hear some people saying in the chat or whatnot, successful content creators understand marketing. So,
Yeah.
if you're not, or if they deem you not to be a successful content creator, it means you don't understand marketing. But if you are a
Yeah.
content creator that does marketing at this level, right? Like to what we're talking about right now, and things that
Well,
can
I
be
will
even
say not most
more
content
egregious.
creator will do it
Do,
about the
do you think
essay.
that? But do you think that overall marketing has to be egregious? Do you?
No, I don't think so. Like I said, the essay
Right.
thing would be. But since like the only thing that saves that um marketing move, that opportunity move, is the fact that Jag is such a liar that you can be like, okay, you're not exposing the lie, that's bullshit. But you are using it, but it's a lie, so it's not that morally bankrupt. But I would say that if Jag was even a little more credible, that would be morally bankrupt. And I'm
Right.
don't pretend to have the best morality. My name is Danny.
Let me
Okay.
let me ask you. Let me ask you in the chat a question. Have you ever seen the movie Showgirls?
Wait, let me find the name in French.
The girl that's in Showgirls is one of the
Yes,
girls
that
that in
movie.
Saved by the Bell. Yeah. So you seen that movie,
I don't
right?
know Saved by the Bell, but I know the Showgirls.
Showgirls. Okay.
Yes.
So in that movie, right? The girl, she was a grifter or whatever like that, and she
Mhm.
wound up, being able to get a position or whatnot, being a showgirl. And it was this one girl or woman or whatnot that was like, she was the understudy to that girl, but she wanted her position or whatnot, and she didn't want to wait, right? She wanted to take her opportunity to be able to get that position. And so what she did was they were all going down the stairs while they were about to go on stage, and she tripped that girl and allowed her to tumble down the stairs and get hurt. So therefore, she could fill in for her position because she wanted it so bad. That happened in the movie Showgirls, and so
Wait,
that was her going
are we
for
talking about
that
the
was her
same
going for
movie?
her opportunity. Wasn't she going for her
Are we talking
opportunity?
about that movie?
Yes. Hmm.
Really? Why do I only remember the really weird essay scene? I think that movie traumatized me. But yes. Oh shit. Yeah, that's marketing. That's an opportunity. You take your
That's
shot.
marketing and an opportunity to hurt somebody else so you can have your spot.
Yeah, because it gets you a spot.
Wow.
Yeah,
You
it's
really
not
believe
it's
that,
not
Maggie?
morally the best. It's not like there are opportunity that will not be morally correct.
I
And
got
you
you.
have a choice to
Keep
make.
on
Like not
trying.
every like you said yourself, not every opportunity need to be taken. But at the end of the day, that's the name of it, taking your shot.
Hmm.
Using the fact that the person is sick or doing whatever the hell. Okay, like this is the way to get your opportunity. And did she not get what she wanted?
Well, it didn't last long
It didn't last long, but at the moment she did get it, right?
for that moment in time.
Yeah, the world is a depressing
And
place.
then guess what happened? She ended up right back where she started.
Yeah, but that's a movie. Like in most places and in real life, she would have been rewarded for acting this way.
Well, I guess.
Lacking morality is a good way to succeed.
Lacking morality is a good
Yeah,
way to succeed.
yeah, it's
Magic.
fucking sad.
Serious.
No,
That's
it's
really
sad.
bad.
It's sad. No, it's sad. Like if you go into like businesses and all of that, if you want to go and do what you need to do, like it will not be cool. Like when you go like mm, 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 mm. I've seen things.
I know. I know. I don't want to trigger you about anything. Don't.
Mm, mm. I've
Okay.
seen I've seen things, okay? Like people will do things that you're like, where is the morality? And you need to learn. The fuck are you talking about with morality? There is no morality.
So you kind of feel like your heart is closed off from that based off the things that you've seen, and
No,
maybe
because
it's.
I refuse to. Because while I accept people taking opportunity, like I said, I keep like I I said that the thing about Trevor Green and if there is a 5% chance that it could be true, then at the end of the day, should you not do it and not have that name? Because for me, I think that this morally is going too far. But I know that a lot of people would just be like, opportunity. Like
Right.
people are snakes golden.
Yeah, I'm not oblivious to the fact that that is majority of how, people operate and are able to, get
Hmm.
things and accomplish things. Like I know that that is the blueprint for most people to be able
Yeah.
to achieve the things that they want. But my question is like, do you feel as though it needs to continue to be that way, or can we change it and find a better way to do it, or a nicer way to do it? Or you think just the nice people always come in last, and the people who are willing to like be sneaks and take their opportunity and their chance, those are the people that win? Do you think that that's the only outcome that we'll ever have in life?
You want me to tell you the truth? Because of the
Yeah,
black sector, I don't believe morality can win.
you don't believe it's possible.
Yeah, because I kept on telling you, remember, like before I got the whatever with that sector. Okay. I was like, if we cannot change that little community, if we cannot help even that little, what do you mean? You cannot change shit.
So it's like if you can't beat them, join them kind of energy that people
No,
feel.
if you cannot be them, let them be and just continue your shit.
But I mean, if everybody's doing the same thing, isn't it kind of giving like if you can't beat them, join them?
No.
You don't think so?
No, it's your choice at the end of the day. But don't be oblivious to what is actually the world. I'm not oblivious to what is the world is. But I will not go and act the same way because I refuse to. It's me being stubborn. I know how the world works. I'm just being stubborn.
Got
Like
you. So
like a
you
lot of
basically
people just fucking walk away, and that's what I do. Me, I'm like, I'm walking away. Okay, like fuck it. I
so
don't want to
basically
be
you
like the
saying
big
like,
ass, like big shit like that I thought before. Because what you need to go there, I don't have the stomach for it.
so you do a little bit, not a lot of it. That's what you're saying. Like there's
I
certain
will
points
not
that you
do anything
also.
that will compromise my moral compass.
Okay. Okay.
I love my moral compass. That's why I'm like, my moral compass is mine. Nobody is going to twist it because that's the way the world is, Madgie. That's the way the world is supposed to be, Madgie. That's the way you need to accept the world, Madgie. I refuse. And that's stubbornness. You
I do.
refuse to let the
Everybody.
world change you. If you refuse to let the world change you, you're a stubborn person. And I love that because I refuse. Okay. I refuse. I'm like, my morality will stay where it is. Okay.
Right.
Sometimes
Right.
it falters, unfortunately. Sometimes I'm like, oh my God. Sometimes I would like to be like a piece of shit, like a lot of people are.
Girl, I'm telling
Yo,
you.
I would love to be because I'm like, ooh, that would be great.
Do you think you go further than others?
Depends on what you talk about.
Because you
Because for
said that
me, let's
it
say
depends on the
tagging
standard of.
someone is an opportunity. If I tag the right person, that's an opportunity for me. I'm not going to act as if every opportunity is morally bankrupt. A lot of opportunity are simply opportunities. You
That's
know
what I
what I
was
mean?
saying.
So me,
Yeah,
I will take an opportunities. I was raised and I went to school to recognize an opportunity when I see one.
got you.
But now,
Okay. Okay.
does that mean I need to literally take my morality and just throw it out? Nah. If going where I went didn't make me go and lose all morality, it's not YouTube that's gonna make me lose my morality. But people are not gonna make me feel immoral because I happen to see an opportunity and I use it. Because I would never take an opportunity that is not morally okay with me. If it's not morally okay with me, I'm not taking it. I'm
I
not
got you.
corrupting myself.
That makes so much sense. That really makes a lot of sense. I'm glad we had this
Mhm.
conversation though. And I like what you said. You said, like everybody has their own different moral compass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like it's certain things that some people like, like morally, I don't think there's anything wrong with doing this morally. I gotta get my opportunity. And somebody else may say, like, well, that's something maybe morally I won't do. But who is to say it makes someone a bad person, right? Because we have different moral compasses, you know? It's just about
Well,
how
we
we
need to
see.
talk about it because I'm like taking an opportunity. I think sincerely from the bottom of my heart, when you hang out with people that have millions of dollars and so much money, so much influence, okay, so much of it, okay, they do things. They influence policy. They influence what type of curriculum is going to go to the school to teach us how to stay little people.
Right.
Like you
So
don't know
true.
what those people do. So I'm like not looking at the opportunity and thinking that opportunity equal morally bankrupt. That's the lie.
I
Not
got you.
every
Yeah.
opportunity is soaked in blood.
It's kind of like Robin Hood, right? Like steal from the rich and give to the poor.
Exactly. What like if you're like it's against stealing, I'm against stealing. You're against Robin
Yeah.
Hood.
Yeah. Yeah, like yeah. Not like necessarily stealing, but if you look at
No,
it in the
he be
opportunity
fucking
way.
stealing. He's a thief. He would go to prison. Okay? But at the end of the day, you're like, yo, I got you. I get you. You saw an
Right.
opportunity to give back to the poor. You did it. But he's still stealing. He will still be in prison.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like you
And
cannot go
but
be like, I was stealing to give back to the poor. It's gonna be like, fuck you, go back to jail.
that's the thing. I'm saying, yo, like for real. If people have different moral compass, what if his moral compass was like, I'm doing this for the greater good? Because I know
Yeah,
that
that's a good
these
moral
people have
compass, but you will
abundance.
pay the consequences.
There will be
Like you will
consequences.
pay the
Yeah.
consequences. Robin Hood is a beautiful story. In real life, someone that's stealing money from the rich to give to the rich would have not stopped until they got him because that is a danger to the order of things. And they will make sure to make him an example. And the law would be supporting that to make sure that the poor remembers don't go above your place.
Right, right. So you think that's like you talking about like a different level when it comes to that. It's more so like the rebel level. You talking about like if you can get into a organization or a company and hold, or get a position or a place or whatnot where you can benefit for yourself and your family and things of that nature, even if it means you may have to, do a few
And
things that
let's
you
say
like,
you
I don't
see
care.
that the company is doing something or messing in a way or stealing. Maggie has an NDA, so Maggie cannot say anything. But let's say you see what they're doing to people, to a community of people, and you see that they know that they can do that to that community of people because their reputation will protect them, and they know that that community of people is seen as inferior to most people. Pretty easy to steal from them, no?
Absolutely.
And if you're smart and if you're morally bankrupt and you know how the world goes, you just accept it and you let the community be stolen from. Or you fucking start doing a bunch of shit and then you get the consequences because they will use you as an example.
So almost like a sacrifice, right? Just for the
Yeah,
embetterment
because
of the
they need you to know don't do that. Don't play the hero.
right.
Who the fuck is
But
you?
that still shows like your moral compass because it's like I will take this risk to do this because I know like this could bring
For all
embetterment
the
to
good
the
that does
people.
to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I said,
I
having a
feel
moral compass is more of a burden than anything else in this world.
it very much is. Do you think
Yeah,
you're
it's a
very
burden.
misunderstood?
Huh?
Do you think you're misunderstood?
By who?
Well, I know for you, you don't care. You know what I'm saying? You're like, I don't
That's
give a
the
damn.
thing. I'm like, by
But
who? Mm.
I'm just saying, like overall, like because I hear what she's saying, and I it makes sense to me. It makes sense, and I see that it comes from a good place, and so I just
Like
feel
I said,
like
I paid for my moral compass many times. So I absolutely know when people tell me you don't have a moral compass, I'm like, I've paid too much to not have a moral compass. I know how easy it would have been to not have one. Okay? When you don't have one, how easy it is to make so much money. I saw it.
okay,
I saw
especially
it.
when
Like, come on.
go through
Like
certain shit.
you're the good person. You're a pretty girl. You're this. Do what you gotta do. That's how they see us.
Use what you got to get what you want.
Yeah, disgusting. Okay. And pay the price. Now you have a moral compass. You respect yourself. You respect other. You don't believe in because you come from a minority, so you don't want to be fucking over another minority. How about
Right, right. Certain lengths that you just won't go to and things that you just can't do.
Oh, the world will let you know. The world will test your morality. You will know if you have morality or not. That's why I'm
Yeah,
like, nobody in this stupid sector is going to make me believe what I am or what I am not because I know what I am.
right.
I am extremely self aware. I am cursed with self awareness.
I just feel like I've always been able to see that in you, and a lot of people don't understand it. And it's okay. I get it. People will not have that, maybe discernment or that vision or whatever. It's okay. And girl, child, I see there's some things that you do, and sometimes I'll be like, oh, girl, I couldn't do that. But your moral compass is different than my moral compass. And then you think of it in the grand scheme of things, it's like, you really don't do too much to really go out of your way to hurt and harm people or put them in harm's way. It's just like, most of the time it's retaliation, to be quite honest. But
Yeah.
it's just like, I don't see you out here wreaking havoc on people to the extent that I have seen people from the neighborhoods I'm from do to people. I've never seen you do that. So I'm just like, why do people feel she's like the worst person in the world? Do you know how many bad people are out here and what they can literally do to you and what type of harm they can bring to you? Like, that's a thing. And so I guess my compass of seeing like how I judge even others with their moral compass is a lot different because of the things that I've experienced and I've seen through my life. And I'm just like, no, like, she's not a terrible person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've
I
seen
know I'm
terrible
not a
people.
terrible person because it would have been easier to be a terrible person.
That's
I'm
what I'm
like,
saying. Like, if
"Hey,
you was
how easy
terrible,
it
you
is to be
probably
a
would not be
terrible
here.
person. The
If you were
fuck are people
terrible,
talking about?
if you were terrible, you would not be here on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a
Yes,
lot
they
of
were. I would have been
opportunities you
making
could have.
lots. I would be. I would. I'm like, listen. There is a reason why I took a break of dating for years. Okay, people don't understand what I've seen. Like I've seen, I've heard. People have told me shit, and I'm like, oh, that's how you see us. Because I never forgot. I am from humble beginning. Like what the fuck?
Right. And we just
Like
we have
you
to
see
have
us
more
like that?
vision.
Jesus Christ! Hear them talk about us, have a heart attack. I'm just gonna say that.
And you have had your own experiences in life. And one of the things that I've
I'm
always said,
36 years old. I'm too old. Okay? I'm too old for bullshit.
right.
So I
And one of the
know
things
that
that I
I
always
cannot
didn't understand,
punish big entity.
why they
I
try to
can
take your
punish big
blackness from
entity, but the little bitch on YouTube, I'm a punisher. I'm the
you?
punisher,
I ain't got nothing to do
motherfucker.
with it. I don't got nothing to do with it.
No,
But
I'm
like I
just
said,
saying.
hey,
I'm like, I hate people who abuse their power. I hate people who lie. I hate hypocrisy. Okay? And you will have to compromise so much of yourself to get to certain sphere. And I'm like, if you're ready for this, then be ready. Be ready. Because taking a little opportunity is not that's nothing in that world. That's nothing. That's nothing. They're so scary. They're scary motherfucker, man.
well, yeah, and a lot of the times what I've seen as well is, and I can't be sure, right? 'Cause I can't speak for other people, but I just feel like a lot of people haven't walked the journey or the lives that others have. They haven't seen the cruelty. They haven't experienced the losses. They haven't seen like how bad it really can get. And so they're
Mhm.
kind of like in this little bubble on this platform where they think like this mild minuscule thing is something that just really will destroy you and break you down all the way. You have no idea the things that can happen to you that can break you down all the way. And it's not saying that we wish for you to know, right? But people who do know and have experienced those things, I think that, makes their compasses a bit different as far as like when they're judging what, morality looks like in others and what morality looks like in themselves. And,
Exactly.
I feel like the only way sometimes that we get to know that about one another is just taking the time to get to know one another. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but a lot of people don't want to get to know, especially me. And for me, I'm like, you don't need to get to know me because fuck you. I have had to please people all my life. I am a black woman that was surrounded by white people. I went to sphere that people cannot even imagine. I've had to please people all my fucking life. I'm done. I'm done pandering. I'm done making myself small. I'm done accepting disrespect. I'm done.
That makes me tear up because I know what that's like.
Yeah, it sucks. Like people talk, oh, Madgie, you're not black. That was one of the weirdest shit I've ever heard in my life. Because what do you mean? I'm a black woman that was raised among white people. You think they didn't make me feel black every single day of my life? What do you mean? So of course
Hmm.
I'm like, yo, I'm a powerful white woman. The fuck? Because it's so outrageous in my head that you could even say something like that about me. Like to come from a white environment and then go to a black sector and then be rejected by the black sector because they decided that you're in black when all your life you were with white people that always made you feel alone and rejected. Like I may have been one of the popular kid. I was the black, like when they have one black friend.
The token black.
There you
Mm-hmm.
go.
Yep.
I hate that. I hate that. Because me, what I would always do, I was always the motherfucking token. Okay. So me, I find the other black person in the room because there are like two of us. And I will force them to take that fucking other black person because I ain't gonna be alone with all of you bitches. I
No, I
refuse.
don't.
I
I'm
am
not
so
laughing at the
annoying. You will
experience.
see me. I'm like, I'm gonna find the other black person, okay? Because we're gonna be two here, okay?
Right.
Like
We
I'm
both
not
gonna go
suffering
through this
alone.
struggle together. Yeah, we both gonna go through this struggle together. I
No,
get
we're
it.
all
I
suffering
get it.
together. Like the fuck? We have to be here. We have to be amongst the white. Why do we have to be separated? We're stronger together. I've always formed my little black coal. I'm like, are you crazy? We are two black, three black. We're like this. Ta da 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 da. Are you crazy?
Right. I think, Maggie, a lot of people don't take the time to get to know you, but again, it's just like you may not always feel like opening up and sharing these things to just any old
No.
body who comes in your presence. But I like that, me and you can have these type of conversations. I really
For sure.
appreciate it because that's why I'm like, I don't know. I see things in people and I've just always picked up that energy from you. And
Mhm.
people didn't understand it. And I'm just like, no, I see something in a girl. I know that she's not what people make her out to be. I know she's deeper than that. I just know that she doesn't, go deep with certain people that she feels though she don't trust enough to go deep enough with.
Why?
But
Because
listen,
that person only wants to hurt you with that deepness. They're not. They're trying to find a weapon against you. Like, what's the point?
right.
Like, you're gonna hear after all that reason, all that situation, you will hear people say, "Maggie said that it's good to use opportunity." They won't give a fuck about
Don't care
anything.
about the
Anything I said.
positivity that you just said on
Exactly.
this live right now. They're only
Exactly.
going to take from the negativity. Yeah, I know. They do that to me too. I'm just like,
Exactly.
I,
So
I
for me, I'm
think
like,
that
I
you
don't care
listen.
about the black tea sector. It's a stupid ass sector. Okay?
Mm.
I've never had problem with black people. Okay? I've never had any problem with no one because at the end of the day, I was always in situation where it was us and a sea of white people. So the idea of destroying each other when we are already a minority, insanity to me.
I agree. I really understand.
Insanity to me. I'm like, I keep on looking at this sector and I'm like, there is so much potential. And I'm not even talking about myself. I'm talking about literally the sector. I'm like, there's so much potential to make it something popular, to make it something big, to make it something where every single one of them could have like more views, more everything, more money, everything. But they prefer to take money from your mouth. Not even that it means that the money will go to them, but they want you to have zero. And I'm like, that's sad. Why are you trying to destroy your fellow black individual? That's really sad. Like people keep on telling me, oh, you talk about Dani. I find Dani to be one of the worst thing that happened to this sector. I'm like, this is someone that goes after black people. I have a problem with this. So people can call it an obsession. I call it me seeing something. Okay, I see it. And that's
And I
sad to
think
see the
people
potential
should,
and see that it's being thrown away
and I
for
think people should
easiness.
respect the fact too that you also, not that it's a beautiful thing, but I think that you also see it through a different lens, right? Because you had a different experience and you grown up in a different place, you have a different
Yeah.
background, but you're still a black woman that lives a black experience in this world
My black
that,
experience
you
is
know,
just different than some other people black experience. But it's
right.
still a
That's
black
it.
experience. Like that's the thing I don't like. Like they will say things like, oh, you're not this, but I'm like, it's not because I don't have your experience that my experience as a black woman doesn't mean I don't have black experience because I'm black. Everywhere I go, I'm black. Like there is no mystery. I am not white passing. Okay, there is no mystery. I'm black. I'm a black woman. I'm not a light-skinned black woman. I'm a black woman.
Right. Right. I
Doesn't
understand.
matter where I was raised, how I was raised. At the end of the day, be sure I knew my ass was black since I was like 6 years old.
Yeah.
I knew there was a difference.
When they see us, we are black.
Exactly.
And
Okay. There was
we
never
all
any mystery of what the fuck I am. I've always perfectly known what I was. Okay. And I was always extremely proud. I was
Mhm.
always the annoying. Like, it reminds me of when like Ralph and Donut would use my meme that I would put out. Like, I put up a card that said white privilege. Because when you talk to white people, tell a white person that white privilege exists.
Right. Yo, no, listen for real. I did a live, right, where there was like a conversation being had about that. It was excellent. It was an excellent live. And child, I don't know what happened. Did somebody took it down or the YouTube took it down or something like that. But it
Mhm.
was literally like all of these different people that was sitting on the stage. And it was, I think it was like three Caucasian women, it was three biracial women, and it was three like, I guess like African American women or whatever, specifically from Africa. I'm sorry, from America, and they
Mhm.
literally were talking about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when the Caucasian women or the white women were answering the questions, as far as like when it comes to privilege, everybody's idea of what privilege is, especially in this country in the United States, was different. But then I also had another video where it was a diaspora, where they had African American people that were talking to African people and talking about like the difference. It was a really good video. But anyway, they took it down. But anyway, when you listen to the conversation, or even if you just get out in the world and you have conversations with different people, like you can realize and see like people really see it very differently. Everybody is walking through this world with different lenses on. And that's one of the things that I think is important for us. If we all gonna connect as one and unite or whatever like that, we have to take that time to like maybe sometimes navigate through those conversations and those mindsets and those feelings, because we all come with our own like way of seeing things, based off of our race or where we from or what area we from. All of that is different, and it takes time. It really takes time to really fully understand somebody and get to know somebody. You can't just look at who they seem to be on the surface level and then just judge their overall character and who they are as a person without, getting to know them. That's just always been my whole thing. So.
Give me 1 second, EJ. So again, I don't know why you refuse to leave, but I guess you're just comfortable being hated. So whose job did she take? Mine, bitch. Say another fucking stupid ass word and I will block you. Do you understand this? Please continue, Golden.
No, that was all I was saying. That's just how I be just looking at things and stuff. Like when I encounter people that I don't know, or what I'm saying, we may not be
Yeah.
from the area. It's like I can't pass too much judgment on people that I don't know what their experience is. I don't know what their background is. I don't know what they've been through. I don't know what they believe in. I don't know any of those things when I first meet somebody. And the only way, you get to know that is by getting to know someone. And I try to take the time to do that. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's somebody that I've taken a liking to or whatever. Like, I want to have those conversations. And I think that it's very important for us to do that because all of us here on this platform, we literally are meeting each other from all over the globe, all over the world, and trying
Yes,
to connect with one another. But we have
Golden,
to,
Golden,
yeah,
someone is calling me. Can you keep up the fort for 5 seconds? Because it's my
okay.
dad and I just want to verify if he's okay. I always
Okay,
stress
yeah,
when it's my dad. I always stress.
of course, I understand. But yeah, y'all, do y'all understand what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people here have not had the best experience with me, or they feel as though, there's animosity still between us, for whatever reason. And there's things maybe I need to apologize more for, but I literally do think a lot deeper on certain things, but I am human. And so sometimes I do get upset, I get hurt, I get mad, and I retaliate and I respond and say certain things. But at the core, it's just, I feel as though, as people, we should really try and go out of our way to get to know one another a little bit more, But a lot of times, with certain things, I do understand where people don't want to go any further. Like if it's too much vitriol and too much nasty work, then I can understand somebody not wanting to engage with someone who holds that level of energy and really moves that way. But if it's someone that you see that may just have gone through something and they may just be retaliating or responding, to a trigger or something that they may have had or something that was done to them, I don't think because if you catch them in that bad moment, that bad moment should be the only thing that really defines who that person is overall, right? That's just a moment they're in. I think Maggie's back. Okay, I'm done.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like I wanted to know. I was like, what the fuck is going on? But no, it was stupid. Ah, my dad.
Is it okay? Is your dad
It's
okay?
funny, like when your parent gets like strokes
Yeah,
and like now suddenly you're more adult, but then you remember them like being so like it's weird. It's weird.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
it's
weird. People
almost
don't
like
understand. Mm-mm.
they turn. It's almost like it goes like reverse, right? So like after things and stuff like that happen to them, or they get older or whatnot, it's almost like you're the parent and they're the child. So that's like if
Yeah,
your
in a
parent
weird way. You start worrying about them. You're like, oh my God, is that
yes,
how they felt when I was going out and not telling them? Is that how they felt?
yep, yep, and was like
They're like,
worrying to
oh,
death, you know. Like now they're like your little baby, and you're just like, where are you going? Where are
yo,
you
my
going?
my
How
daddy
far is
was
it?
like, I want to go to a barbecue. I was like, you ain't going nowhere.
Oh
I was
yeah,
like, okay, wait,
yeah,
like, is someone gonna bring you back? Is someone gonna go and take you? Like, give me their numbers.
exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like that is so real. Your parents
So
become
yeah,
so
when someone takes your ability to make sure that your dad has all the everything that he needs because he had
right.
stroke, he has
Being a
special
narcissist.
needs. Like people
Yeah,
don't understand what a stroke can do to the body. Like people don't get it. So already you have that, and then your mom suddenly is also in the hospital, and then suddenly you're supposed to take care of both of them, but then someone taking taking your job. If you think I'm not gonna hate that bitch for ever after that, you're crazy. My parents were vulnerable. How dare you?
I
And
understand.
then she
I
tried to make it seem like my parents were not what they were. Like her mom was not operated. It wasn't that bad. You.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Nobody lives your life and know what's going on in your household and with your peoples. And like every time you say that, I swear to God, like I just be feeling so bad because I know at that time we was beefing and stuff. I didn't know you had all that
Mhm.
going on, but I just still didn't. I stepped outside of myself for a minute, and it was just like
Mhm.
the things that I said. I know how much it hurt you because to think that that's what you was going through and the things that happened to you literally took the finances away from you to care for your parents that were needing you and
I'm not
depending on you.
rich. I don't have million in the bank. Do they
Yeah.
know how much my dad, how much it, like, my dad has special needs.
No. And that's the thing we don't know about one another, especially when it comes to this platform. It's just like we see the surface level of what we present here, when we hit the live button. But you don't know what people got going on behind closed doors. You don't know what the parents are
Mythical
struggling.
bill are no fucking joke.
Yeah. Yeah. It really is. It really
Like you have
is.
to pay for someone to be there. You have to pay for someone to make sure that they are okay. You have to pay for the nurse. You have to pay for the cleaner. You have to pay for the apartment. You have to pay for everything.
Yeah. And it all falls on you.
Yes,
Yeah.
because I'm the only child.
Yeah. I am. Yeah, I am too. Yeah.
So do they
See,
know
we
how it
so
is to
much
be an
alike.
only child and
We
have
so
all
much
of that
alike,
on
girl.
you?
It's
And then
stressful.
you
It'll
take my
drive me
job,
nuts.
you take my shit while this is going on. I will never forgive you. So when people are
Right.
like, you are obsessed, go fuck yourself.
I understand. I
I will
do.
never, ever forgive her for that. Like, I
And I'm
hate
so
that
sorry.
bitch.
Like at that time, I said what I said because it didn't make things better. It
Yeah,
made it
I don't
worse.
hate you though. I never hated you. Okay? Her, I hate her. Because at the end of the day, she never took conscience. She never even said, you know what, that guy. She made it worse. She started saying that I was lying about my mom having gone to the hospital. She started saying that my mom didn't have an operation. I was lying. She started saying a bunch of shit that was like, that's when you know someone don't have morality.
Yeah.
When you know
Yeah.
someone is morally bankrupt.
Yeah. Because it's like, yo, even if you said that initially, if this girl sitting there telling like, yo, I'm going through heck and high water right now. Like my peoples is not okay. My parents, it was no apology, no like, yo, I was wrong for doing that. My bad, I'm sorry. And I know sometimes it's like, yo, I can't get that back. I can't bring that time back or get that money back. But can you at
Mhm.
least take accountability that like, yo, like you really effed me up during that time and you don't even
No,
care.
no.
Yeah.
That's why, like, this bitch will never apologize, take accountability for anything that she has done on this platform. When people tell me she's not the worst thing, I'm like, she's the worst thing. Because I am not the only black woman to who she has done this.
Right. And we all know this to be true. If we all spend enough time here, and I know we all do spend enough time here on the platform, it's not like there's any lies being told. I mean, there's
So when people
enough.
try to gaslight my ass and tell me, you're obsessed, you're the problem, I'm like, suck my dick. Okay? I know exactly what happened to me. Your opinion is irrelevant to me. You don't matter. And I mean it from the bottom of my heart. You don't matter. I think you're gross. You disgust me. Like what I feel is rage. Why do you get hostility here when my only intention is to engage? Because you're annoying. Why do you want to be somewhere that people don't like you? Like I don't like you. So if you want to be here, I'm gonna remind you that I don't like you. Because you know what? I've spent too much of my life having to pretend like I liked someone, having to tolerate disrespect. Yo, do you know? Like, I think I told you the story of like the first time I went with a white man, right?
A little bit. Yeah, you did tell me a little bit of that.
Yeah, I'm like, the only reason I did was because people were telling me I can't. Because I'm black. I'm obviously not attractive. I'm obviously gross. Ugh. A black woman
Mhm.
being someone being attracted to you, a white man being wanting you, impossible. Just because
That's
of
what you
that,
said.
I'm gonna
You
punish you
took
for
the
that.
girl boyfriend, girl. She said I took his boyfriend because I could.
Yeah, because she deserved it.
Yeah, it'd be like that
Okay,
for real.
she deserved it. Like people can tell me, "Yo, we're mean." I call this karma. Hello, Holly. Like for me,
I,
that is all karma.
mhm. Yeah, like don't tell me what I can have, what I can't get. How much you want back?
Don't tell me
How
that
much?
as a black woman, I'm not a human being and I cannot have someone because I'm so ugly. How can you a black woman could attract? Ugh.
Girl, I used to have to fight with them girls tooth and nail when I went to this one high school. I went to a mixed high school for 2 years, and then I went to a predominantly Caucasian high school for 2 years. And child, I was fighting tooth and nail against them Caucasian girls, child, because they're very disrespectful, and they literally thought that like we beneath them. And but I'll tell you one thing I know to be true, child. Them white boys like them some black girls. I'm gonna tell you, but they just they can't openly come out and say that they like you or date you because they can't take you home to their parents. So I've been through all of that.
Yeah, it's
Not just
fucking annoying, right?
yeah, it's annoying, but I got up out of there. You know what I mean? I was
Me,
like, all
I will have a fight because I'm like, no, people want to f you. It is what it is. And yes, some people will have the preference, and I'm like, go with your preference, baby. Just don't insult
right.
me.
Everybody has a preference. One of the girls that was like my
Yes.
best friend or whatnot, her boyfriend was a black dude, and all of the the black girls or whatnot liked
Mhm.
him, but he didn't like black girls. He only liked Caucasian girls, and they wound up being in a relationship. And we all used to hang out at the baseball field and stuff like that or whatnot. And child, it was head over heels in love, even though she didn't marry him and have kids by him. But anyway,
Oh my god.
in high school, child, you couldn't keep them apart. I said, okay now. But
It was
I just
love.
seen so many things. Like I just seen so many things and different like dynamics and stuff like that. Like, and even when it came to that, like his family was very bougie. Like they were black, but they was bougie. And so it's like that's what they pushed. That's what they were doctors and lawyers and stuff like that. So it's like,
Yes.
you
Oh
need to
my
be with
god.
a white girl. You know what I'm saying? Like a
Oh
black girl
yeah.
started to be
Okay,
like
I'm gonna be
she started
so
to be in
honest.
the ghetto.
I'm gonna be so honest. Oh my god. Like in the middle where the where I was, like the people I was there, those black guy, they you were like, man, let me let you know already that I'm just your cousin. Because I know you're gonna start doing bullshit just because you think that they're gonna force you to be in a couple with me and you want the little blonde hair with the white girl. Let me call you cousin so fast so you don't feel the need to disrespect me to prove that you don't do black pussy.
Yo, isn't that a crazy thing to have
Yo,
to
I will be so fast. I'll be like, hey cousin, we are cousin.
or you put them in the bro zone real fast, like, hey, yo, that's my bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like I ain't even gonna
Oh
let you
no,
embarrass me
bro,
like
it's not
that.
enough. They're always scared. They always spook. They need to disrespect you. I'm like, nah, I'm your family member. Don't even worry about it. Okay. Don't stress about this shit, man. Go after little go after her.
Yeah, like it's all right. You can go and date Ashley. It's all right. It's okay.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
all right
yeah.
with
I'm like, go, my dear. Go. Don't
it.
stress.
Just don't
Don't
drag
even
me.
stress about none of it. I am not mad at you at all.
Just do not embarrass me or drag me for film. Like, do you, boo? Do you? But you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, we cool. We ain't gotta be like that, but we cool. Yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
you have to do that as like, it's like a survival mechanism, because that's how it is. And I believe you is my age. So we was, about in high school around like the 2000s and stuff like that,
Oh
whatever.
my God.
That was a mess. It was a time. And
It was a time.
I've seen so many things. It's just like in school, out
Mm-hmm.
of school, neighborhoods and the communities and stuff, like, just how people look at you, how they treat you and stuff like that. And so those are things that honestly I have to be honest, like I've had to work on over my life, because it's just, you don't want your heart to go cold and you don't want to walk around with biases. But like there are people that are still out there that see you that way. They look at you that way. And those are could be a good possibility of the same type of experiences you could have that you had when you was a teenager. And I'm like, I'm too old to go through those experiences anymore. I'm not
I'm
doing
so
that no more.
old.
And I'm
Like
not
I'm
going to
good.
respond to it the same way anymore, because I'm not a teenager anymore. You know what I mean? I'm a
Mm-hmm.
grown woman. So, try that with me. You're going to see a whole nother side, because I'm not dealing with that. But when I was a teenager, and I was always raised like you be respectful to your elders and stuff like that. And you going
Mm-hmm.
around people in this neighborhood and you around their parents and stuff, they older than you, so technically they your elder, but they racist as hell. They don't like you. And you're a teenager, a little black teenager, and you like, what I'm supposed to do? Like I used to be like, I'm just going home. Like I'm good. And I don't even want to hang out, because it's not a comfortable environment for me here. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, no, I
we didn't
feel
go
you.
through a lot. And I think that those stories and those experiences are very important for us all to share with one another. Not just
Mhm.
what our story and experience is as Black people, even other races of people's stories and experiences that they have dealt with. It's important, I think, for us to share that amongst one another if we're going to connect with one another, because it helps us get to know one another better. And as far as like, where our mindset is at and why we respond to things a certain way we respond to things. And yeah, maybe we still may have trauma responses to certain things, and maybe we're working through them. But you have to talk. You got to get to know people. You got to give people a chance. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I don't know, girl. I don't
Some
want to hold you up.
people
You know,
be
I'll talk.
triggered for a reason that only belong to them.
Yeah, yeah, you know. And then like PTSD is real. Like you start
Yes.
seeing somebody
Who
operating
does
the
not
same way.
remember the first time they realized they were black? Like when you're a child, you don't see colors. Like my aunt used to have a kindergarten, and when she would ask the children, okay, what color are you? They will be like, I am blue, because they're wearing blue.
Oh, that's so cute. So
Like they
innocent,
don't
right?
know, they're children.
Right. Innocent
But
minds.
believe me, you remember the first time you're like, what?
Yeah, like you can't play with us. You can't be on the same playground as me because you don't
Yeah.
look like us.
You
Mhm.
remember the first time like the person gave you a dirty look. You remember. You remember the first time you receive a weird ass comment.
Or their parents come outside and everybody
Mhm.
who's white get a popsicle, but you don't get a popsicle. Mhm.
Yeah, you
Like,
remember that shit. Like people be
yeah,
like, oh, I'm like, you remember? I remember. I remember. Like I
right.
remember because I watched the movie. I remember I watched a movie and I was confronted with racism. I think I was 7 years old or 6 years old. I was fucking young. And I remember being like, I am different than those other people. And I didn't want to talk to them for like entire days. And they were like, Madgie, come play. And I was like, no.
Yeah, like you stay away, especially if you're only
Yeah.
child.
Because you're like, what
You
the
used to
fuck?
it.
What the
Like I'm
fuck?
okay over here by myself because I'm always by myself. But then you just stay away because you just like it just seems like no, the vibes is not giving. I'm gonna just stay over here and stay away. And one of the things too that I have been experiencing on the platform in life period is that I know sometimes when we speak the way we speak about our experiences, right? We use as well as we can the most respectful terms as possible, right? And we tell our stories because it's our truth. And so it
Yeah.
doesn't mean that we're telling our stories to make anybody else feel triggered or offended, right? I do feel as though if you do feel triggered or offended, then that's more so probably a you problem and not a us problem, and maybe you need to work on that. But I know that there's a lot of people that don't feel triggered and offended when we tell these stories, and they will say, "Yeah, that's true." You know what I'm saying? Dang, and I
Exactly.
really hate that. I hate that that's how it was. At a certain point in time, they get it. The ones who get it will get it. The ones who don't get it, they say weird things, like they start feeling uncomfortable and they don't understand why we're speaking this way. What do you mean
Yeah.
speaking this way? We're not saying anything to hurt or harm you. We're telling you our experiences as Black people in this world. I'm from the United States. Madgie is from Canada. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And she has Indian roots as a Black woman. And we're telling y'all about our experiences. And for you to just be like, feel offended by it as if we're attacking you. We're not attacking you. You're not the one who didn't let us get on the swing. You're not the parent who didn't give the Black girl a popsicle. You're not any of those people, are you? So you should not feel offended. It's us opening up and just telling you about some of our experiences in our life and how it was for us to grow up as Black people. And
Yeah.
that's one of the things that I ought to be trying, to like be really like, and that's another thing that is also put on us as a pressure. We have to like minimize our stories. We have to like dial back how we tell it because we don't want to make nobody uncomfortable. We
You
don't
know
want to
what I
say
hate the
anything
most?
that's going to trigger somebody or set them off. That's how we have to walk around and live. We've
But you
had
know
to
what I
live like
hate the most is that when you
Mhm.
have like, let's say a racist event or something like that, they will say that you cannot have more than one. It's like you have
Oh
to
my God.
choose the trauma. You're
Oh,
like, bitch, I had five. What do you want me to say?
that's what I'm saying. It's just like,
Yeah.
oh no, not all of those things could have happened to you. Guess what? All five of them did consecutively, over and over, periods of time. Every single thing, every five things that we named and mentioned that have happened, yeah, they continue to happen ever since we were young, and we're in our 30s now. And now
Yeah.
we live in a world and a society where they literally are trying to take us back to feeling that way again. But again, that's a whole nother conversation for another day, bro. I'll do that
Yeah.
over on my channel. Girl.
No, but
But
like it's a good conversation to have, even though now I'm at 10%. Oh my God. Who wants
oh
to
no,
give me a charger? Who wants to give
child,
me a charger?
do the make it rain. We got to do the make it rain song.
Yo, make it rain. I had no making rain this live. You suck, guys. No, no, I'm joking. But
Make
yeah,
it
no.
rain, make it rain if you love
If
it.
you love it. Oh my God. When your son sung the song, I was like, this is the cutest shit I've ever heard in my life. Like, he's so cute.
Child, that's how much we be watching you.
No,
Cause I
but he's
watch it.
so cute. He's so cute.
Yeah, he repeats everything now, child. But it was so hilarious the first time he started singing. I was like, how you know that song? And it'd be like, cause like when I be on the computer and stuff like that, he be in there with my mom. So I didn't know he could hear it all the time, but he could hear
He
you. He be
can
like,
hear you.
make it win if you love it. Oh. And he
That
just
is
like
so
kind of make it blend all together.
That is so cute. He
I was
is
like,
an ador. He's a cutie. Like, he's
he out here
adorable.
trying to get Madgie paid. He helping, okay? He's helping to get Madgie paid.
Exactly. I agree with that, man. Like, I'm a professional beggar, which is why the whole thing with like, what's her name? Snoopy Doo and always trying to make people feel inferior. I've seen too many people do that and I hate them all. That's why I will make it a point to say, yeah, I'm a professional beggar. So what? What you gonna do? Come and try to make me feel lesser than. Fuck off.
Right, and then it's just like people never know what you got going on. If someone can maybe help you financially, that's going to pour into you helping your
Yeah, thank
father, or
you.
your mother, or something like that. And if people love you and they want to donate or give you a love offering, then that's their choice. So, you can't always feel bad for
Yeah.
that. Now, the schemes and the scams and the things like that, that's a whole nother story. But if your people just love you and want to support you, I
Bitch, we
don't
can't
think,
hear you no more.
oh, they exit me out. I don't know.
Go
Did they
back.
exit me
We
out?
hear you. Golden. What the fuck?
Can you hear me now? I don't know. I think it's StreamYard. I'm gonna drop down and let me see. I don't know.